I never knew, but we actually never went to like genuine church. We went to just a ministry. I thought we were going to church the whole time. But we were just going to like one sort of Wednesday ministry. It was always at night. There was a man watching me sleep. And so I was on my bed and I was like on my back and whatever, and I was sleeping like this. And I looked up and all I see is a silhouette. Like, you want to talk about the women's rights choices. Like, everyone has their own rights.
My body, my choice, yeah.
Yeah, but like, everyone's gonna be like, but it's not a human, it's not a then what is it?
Right.
Dolphin? If there's like something written specifically in the Bible, I'm not a person where I'll take it as said. I'm going to do the deepest research I can. He's coming to the door, keep the door closed. And my mom's like, I'm holding it, he was trying to get inside. He was like trying to open the door, but my mom was like holding it. When we're saying one person and then going, everyone is bad, because that can be for anyone. One Christian can cause the heartbreak of, like church hurt.
What song or artist are you like, oh my gosh, that's the worst thing I've ever heard?
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift!
Yeah.
No way!
Sorry.
Why?
I know that's like a really controversial music topic, because AI can make faults. It's as faulty as a human can be. It can take people's jobs, but like it can also be super useful in many different areas. But I personally don't believe it has any sort of place in art. Literally, I just stood there staring at him, waiting. Honestly, I genuinely, no joke, thought I was going to die that night. And I was like, he's going to kill me. I don't care who comes in the country, but when you give them like benefits that not even real, like documented Americans, like how come they get more benefits than me? But I'm not going to be like, I'm better than them. They do a lot of like Bigfoot and everything. Right. But like when we start, like, it just can be really funny.
But it's like Bigfoot, you think is like
I think is a genuine like demon.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm so excited that you have chosen to give up some of your valuable time to listen to another dream-fulfilling episode of the Why Can't We Talk About That podcast. We have an awesome discussion for you today, but first, as always, please don't forget to like, subscribe, leave reviews, and tell every single person that is within the reach of your voice that they need to listen to this podcast. I would love to hear from you, so please reach out to me at Why Can't We Talk About That at proton.me and let me know what you think of this episode. My guest this week is Jaidyn Cortez, an 18-year-old film student who loves to draw, write, and doom listen to music, a term that I had never heard before until she explained it to me. One day, Jaidyn hopes to be directing films for the big screen, so be sure to remember her name. That way, when you see her on the red carpet someday, you can say that you heard her first on the show. She has been around our family on many different occasions over the years, as she is a good friend of my youngest daughter. But this is the first time I have ever talked with her about these deep topics. Jaidyn has some very insightful things to say, and at only 18 years old has had some experiences with the spirit world that most people will never have. I had a great time talking with her. Enjoy the conversation. So the first, I asked 3 questions to start off that's going to kind of set the tone of where you're at with these 3 main topics. The first one is, if you had to pick only one genre of music to be your favorite one, what would that be?
Probably like, honestly, I really like nu metal and rock.
Really?
Yeah.
Nu metal? Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
One of my favorite bands that I always listen to is Deftones.
Okay.
And I think I literally love Deftones so much.
And you definitely got that from your mom, right? Because she's the rocker.
Yeah.
I remember her talking about that on hers.
She used to literally be the heavy metal, like, punk girl.
That's awesome.
Literally. Yeah.
That's awesome. And your dad's more like hip hoppy and like that kind of stuff, right?
Back then he was more of like emo music, but his style wasn't emo. It was more like regular schoolboy, but he really liked emo songs. Okay. Everything. So I guess that's kind of where I get the alternative music style.
Okay. That's cool. Yeah, I did not expect you to say nu metal when I asked that question. And politically speaking, do you tend to lean more right or left?
I'd say right.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely not left.
Okay. And then in few words, I would say, few words describe your spiritual beliefs.
That's
kind of a hard one.
Yeah. like how to describe it. Personal.
Okay.
It's like everyone's relationship with the Lord and everything.
Okay. That makes sense.
Other words, I don't really know what to say.
Yeah. That's kind of hard. I used to say in one word, but then people are like, in one word? Are you kidding me? You want me to describe my spiritual beliefs in one word?
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of like, in few words. Because obviously there's the things we're going to hash out as we go through. And
it's like very spiritual, but without it being like that kind of side of spiritual where it turn into like witchcraft. But like, it's just a very like spiritual like life, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. All right, cool. So before we jump into music stuff, just kind of you're obviously very young. You're just turned 18, right?
Yeah.
You're 18? Yeah. Okay. Just graduated high school. So kind of give me just a rundown of what your future plans are, what you're looking at now that kind of life's beginning as an adult and you're looking at where you're going to go.
Well, firstly, I'm going to be continuing in Hancock.
Okay.
To get, like, through my general ed and everything, fully. And then once I do finish all the basics, I'm going to be transferring out to Biola.
Oh, you're going to Biola?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I'm going to go to Biola for Snyder's film school.
Okay.
There.
Yeah.
Everything, because I heard that Steven Spielberg went there and everything.
Okay.
And then like most like the main directors went there
at
least for a time.
Okay.
Or graduated there. And
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. I'm like really excited.
But I've been to the film festival there. I've been because Alora, my oldest daughter, she went to Biola.
Oh.
And I love that place.
Yeah.
Whenever we go visit her, we'd walk around the campus and go, I wish I could live here. Like, this is the coolest place ever. It's just, everybody's nice and you're going and I loved the cafe. They call it the Calf. And it just, I used to love that place. And we'd go, are we going to eat at the Calf? And Laura's like, yeah, Dad, okay. But it's just like such a cool place. I loved it. I wish I could go back in time and then go to college there.
Yeah.
So, but
and
very, very cool.
One of my friends, like childhood friends, who actually reached out like recently. He goes there. Oh,
and currently?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he doesn't go. He is a film major, but he doesn't go to the film school there.
Okay.
But yeah, he goes there, and it was so funny because that was when I was like, when he reached out was when I was choosing because Biola is really expensive.
Right.
Obviously, but for like the film program, for the 4 year, because it's 4 years and everything, it's $200,000.
Woo-wee.
Yeah. And
dang.
So I'm like, obviously I'd probably get scholarships by the time, but still a lot of money.
Okay. So you're going to do 2 years at Hancock and then 4 years at Biola to finish the film program?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Which, I know is a lot, but at the same time, like I've come to like think of it. One, I'll probably be paying that off for the rest of my life if my career doesn't go like that good or anything. But at the same time, I won't have like debt in heaven, so. Yeah,
that's true. That's true.
Yeah, maybe I didn't pay my debts on earth fully when I die, but I won't have it in heaven.
Yeah.
So that's my thing.
Okay. Wow. Yeah. You just gotta get that Academy Award winning film, and then you can just pay off all your stuff. Yeah.
That's all. Like if it does go well, then it'd be an easy pay.
Okay.
If it doesn't, I'll just die.
Yeah.
And then get rid of
it. That's an easy way out, right? Well, tell me a little bit. So I'm fascinated by that too, because I think we were talking the other day about how I was a film. I wanted to be a film guy too. And I just did. I never went to universities or anything with it, but when I was going to Hancock, that was kind of what I wanted to do. I was taking their film. Yeah. And I was like, I want to be a director, and I want to, of course my teachers always told me, no, that's not true. I was going to say they always told me I would be a better screenwriter. It was the other way around. Whenever we would do assignments that were like script or screenwriting, like actually writing stuff, they'd always tell me that I'd be better at directing because I was better at like looking at, changing that, doing that different, like the way that things should be going, it's more technical in that aspect of it. But so what got you into that? Like just from like, do you remember early on in your life you wanted to do that forever?
Yeah. So how like as a kid, obviously, you get those like, I want to be this when I grow up. So my literal life went from first one in high school was, or technically like early junior high was animation. I want to go into animation. And then it went from that to veterinary because my mom always told me, like, that's not going to get you money. And I was like, okay, I'll just do veterinary.
What's not, animation is not going to get you?
Yeah, like money.
Were you wanting to be like actually drawing? Are you good, an artist?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was going to do that. And then I was like, because I was also like watching a lot of animations and then like Studio Ghibli and everything. And I like loved it. But then my mom made a good point, was like, that's not going to get you anywhere. And I was like, okay. And then I started watching, like, Dr. Pol. Anything you know what Dr. Pol is?
No.
Oh.
Dr.
Really?
Pol?
Dr. Pol on, like, Disney Plus.
That's a movie?
No, it's like a show. It's a show series.
Okay.
I think. He's a veterinary. He's, like, the top veterinary in the, like, for everything.
Okay.
I forgot where he lives again. But he's, like, so awesome.
But he's a veterinarian?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. His show is, like, 24 seasons. He does it like one every year.
Wow.
Yeah, so
I think I would have heard of him then.
Yeah. But
I gotta get out more.
Yeah, I literally was like, at the time I was watching like so many veterinary like shows and everything. And so he was my favorite and like my like inspiration and everything. So then I started going like become a veterinarian, and then I started taking classes and everything.
Oh wow. So you made the decision to go that route.
I fully did. And then I was like started looking for schools and everything, and at first I was going to go to UC Davis, like planning on going to UC Davis for their...
My cousin went there to be a vet too.
Yeah. So I was going to do that, but then when I was like, I don't want to be schooling for 10 years to be sitting there. I love animals. Yeah. But realistically, that life is kind of boring and kind of hard at the same time. With you can't save every animal. Yeah, see, everything. Yes, and so I know that would be like really hard for me personally because I'm a person where I go, I can do it. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, try your hardest, but sometimes it just doesn't happen.
Yeah, and so then I was like, it was more the schooling that kind of like was like, meh, because it would take around 10 to 12 years of schooling, and I was like, I don't want to do that. And so then I went from that to film again. Okay. Except I've kind of built where I wanted to go because realistically all those were like, I don't know, I just want to do these things. I don't know I'm going to do it, but now like I have a full plan and everything.
But you're away from animation at that point, but just looking at filmmaking.
Yeah, I'm like, I would be okay. Like, I'm not specifically in like specific what's the not materials like I don't know, I forgot what the word is, but like I'd be okay with doing animation or like live films and everything. I'm like either or would be.
But you'd want to direct either way.
I'm a director, and I'd be like, as in, I would want to do that. Okay.
I remember the first time I ever saw in an animated movie that there's a director, and I'm like, how do you direct an animated movie like that?
It's more like, I guess in that position, instead of being a director, it'd be more like producer at that point. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Because I couldn't be a producer. I was for my film class, I was technically like unsaid producer. It was the most annoying thing in my life.
Oh, like they made you the honorary.
It was technically supposed to, like the film class we took at Hancock and everything, was supposed to be like a group thing where we were all the producer, we were all the director, and we were all like the actors if we wanted to.
Oh, so you got the best of everything kind of.
And yes and no, because I wanted to at least like, because I was forced to write the screenplay. Ooh. I was forced to produce it and like keep the timing and schedule and everything. Oh man. Places. I also had to do the paperwork for it. Wow. So I was like, wow, I wouldn't want to be a producer whatsoever. Yeah. Because that's also a budgeting thing. Right. So I kind of had to buy everything as well.
Yeah, producers are the ones giving you all the money.
Yeah. And so, So I'm more of like, I can see the creative frames and everything, and mentally, like, genuinely, I've put like movies in my head, like specific framing. As well as I've actually had dreams that genuinely were only in movie framing at that point. Really? Well, there was one dream I had where it was like, actually, like, I personally believed it was from the Lord because it had only biblical themes that were happening in my life. But it was all like literally movie framing, and that's when I logged in and was like, this is absolutely what I'm going to go for.
Wow. Yeah. So did you, in film classes at Hancock, did you guys make a film? Yeah. Okay. How long was it?
6 minutes long. Okay. Because we couldn't do more than 10. Oh. So we did, we made our 6-minute one. I made the story, then a different one. My other teammates literally took over the whole thing and everything.
What was the genre of the movie?
It was horror.
Really?
It was supposed to be horror thriller, yeah.
Okay.
And so, pretty much the whole plot of it was, like, overall, was a girl's best friend had died years ago and went missing.
Okay.
And then the main character, kind of, like, is haunted in a way, not, like, ghostly haunted, just mentally, like,
okay.
I miss my friend, whatever.
Uh-huh.
And then finally, she starts getting, like, stalked and everything by the person who kidnapped and, like, made her friend go missing and everything. And then now she's being stalked by the same guy.
Oh, crazy.
But then it starts getting psychological in a way where it's supposed to be like she can't tell if it's like a real person or her own imagination or a ghost at this point.
And the viewer is trying to figure that out too, right? Yeah. You don't know either way.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so we did that, and then pretty much it ends with she does.
Okay.
Go missing as well.
Oh, spoiler.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but that was supposed to be the original story. It did kind of get a little cut off and then misdirected, from the point by said teammate.
Okay.
Obviously, I won't say names, obviously. It was a really big grudge moment for me.
Oh, really? Like, okay.
You made me make this whole thing, and then you didn't want to do any of it.
Yeah.
Whatever. Because I had spent, like, I think all the way till, like, 1 a.m. writing it.
Right.
The night before it was due.
Wow.
But yeah.
That would be hard to try to write a full story like that and fit it into 6 minutes.
I actually had made 7 pages at first, or technically it was 9, but it was only allowed to be 5 or 6 pages long. And so I had to cut a lot of things out.
Yeah, see, that would be the hardest part for me as a filmmaker.
So I made too much, but you...
Yeah.
Like, usually, it's like, oh, you made it too short.
Uh-huh.
I made it way too long.
Well, see, that's good, especially if you get into the business and you're doing full-length features. You're going to be, like, doing 2-hour movies. So, did you ever read the book or see the movie 3?
No, I
So Ted Dekker, you know who Ted Dekker is?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's a Christian author, right? He wrote the book called 3. It was like kind of the book that put him on the map, and they made a movie out of it. I think that's the only Ted Dekker book they've ever made into a movie.
Yeah.
Low budget movie. You can tell it's not the best acting or stuff, but the story's really cool.
Yeah.
And it's kind of one of those mind, like, psychological where, like, you're totally guessing till the very end what's happening, and it just messes with your mind. So you should check it out if you ever find it.
Yeah.
The book is good too. I mean, I actually watched the movie first. Bethany read the book, and then when they released the movie, we went down to San Luis and saw it, and I hadn't read the book yet. She's like, "Oh, I read this book. It's so good. They made a movie. Let's go." And then I read the book after I saw the movie. Yeah. And the book was really good too. So do you, when you like watch films, when you kind of, cause you have that kind of mind, right? Like you probably watch it and kind of analyze, oh, you did that this way. See, that's my curse too.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's a really thing.
It's like a blessing and a curse at the same time, cause it's unique and it's cool. But at the same time, sometimes it's hard for people with minds like that to just enjoy a movie.
Yeah.
You got to sit back and just enjoy it. No, it's like, oh man, I would have done that differently. Whoa, that camera angle was no good. And that kind of stuff, right? But do you have like a favorite like director in general? Or
I love Guillermo del Toro.
Okay,
he's one of my favorites.
That's like Pan's Labyrinth and those ones, right?
Yeah.
Is that Shape of Water? Did he do Shape of Water?
Oh, maybe.
Okay.
I know I started watching. I didn't like the movie. My dad showed it to me.
Shape of Water.
Yeah.
I never saw it.
Really?
But a guy won a bunch of awards, so I don't know.
Yeah, I personally didn't like it. I think it was a bit. It was honestly, to me, it was like a really kids movie.
Okay.
Thing.
Okay.
But I really like his Pacific Rim. That's one of my childhood movies.
He did that one?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I
just figured out literally like 2 days ago, and I was like, I never know he did that.
I love that movie.
This is one of my favorites.
They made a sequel, right?
Yeah.
I never saw the sequel.
The sequel's okay. It's okay. It actually is really cool. It was just really annoying because then it went like with, now these kids are now the Jaegers, but it does finish the rest of the story on like why the kaijus like came and what was their whole point and everything. It actually did make sense, which usually some sequels will be like, well, that was dumb. That was the whole reason. It actually made sense.
Yeah,
so.
Usually it's just a cash grab.
Yeah, yeah, but it was good for like, oh, I get to finish and understand why the kaijus came and whatever.
Yeah,
but yeah, that's one of my favorites.
Okay.
Yeah, and I also really like dark fantasy movies, so I liked Dark Crystal.
Oh, yeah.
And then The Labyrinth.
Yeah.
And Pan's Labyrinth was obviously really good.
Yeah.
What other ones? Princess Bride. It's kind of dark fantasy-ish.
Yeah.
I just really I'm like a practical effects person.
Okay.
I I'm okay with CGI because CGI is definitely like something you're gonna have to use,
right?
But or like at least adapt to.
Yeah, but you prefer the older method with actual like puppetry and that kind of thing.
Because that's the same thing with VBS. Is just make the sets at this point.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, I like practical effects, but I'm not against CGI because I also really love Avatar.
Okay. The show or the movie?
Not the show.
Not the show. Movies. Okay. The movies, not the kid with the arrow in his head. You're talking about. Okay.
James Cameron.
Right.
Yeah, that was also a childhood movie.
Okay.
Literally, the whole backstory with me for it was my grandma had on disc, and we played on like one of those disc players, and I'd like sleep on the floor in a beanbag at like her house,
like the original Avatar movie.
Yeah, and just watch it like every single night at her house.
Yeah,
and everything. It was one of my favorites.
Okay,
and everything.
So, are you excited about the whole Avatar land they're building at Disneyland?
Yeah, yeah. Even though I know I'll probably go like sometime. But I know it's really expensive.
It is. Yeah, Disney's no joke, man. It's like I can't believe like we had passes for Universal Studios.
Yeah,
it was like. For a full year pass at Universal was like the same price as a 1-day ticket to Disneyland. So I can go unlimited times to Universal for a whole year.
Yeah.
In the same amount of money it would cost me to go for 1 day to Disney. It's like, are you kidding?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't been since I was, I think, 5 or 6.
Okay.
And everything. And I remember the last time I went was with the friend who goes to Biola.
Oh, okay.
That was the last time I went.
Okay. Is that back when you guys lived down in that area?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was with my dad, me, his dad, and him.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we all just went. And I just remember, I think we only went to like one park because that's all we could afford.
Right, yeah. So, this can be a totally different experience when you go again as an adult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. Because I know Zeke and Lila. Zeke has only been once, and that was like when he was literally a baby.
Yeah.
And then Lila's never been there before.
Okay.
So I hope like also with the job, I'll be able to pay for like half our tickets, and then my parents can pay for the other side, and we can go.
There you go.
But yeah.
Yeah. You going back to Dark Crystal?
Yes.
I loved those movies when I was a kid. I mean, all the Jim Henson. I watched Fraggle Rock, and I did Dark Crystal and Labyrinth and all those. We just went and watched the Labyrinth at the theater. They played it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! Wait, when was that?
It was a couple months ago. They played it at. I think it was a one night only kind of thing. But I think they played it two showings, but it was in the same night, and we went to one of them, and it was just me and Bethany and Aiden, my older son, who he'd never seen it.
Oh wow!
So that was his first time seeing it in the big screen. I was like, I don't even think I saw it. He did and didn't. He could have done without the David Bowie, all the he just thought that element was kind of like weird. Kind of a thing.
That makes sense.
But I just remembered, and I remember growing up watching that, going like David Bowie part wasn't like my favorite part.
Yeah,
because I wasn't a big fan of his music at the time. I mean, I am now, but back then I didn't know. That's really all I knew was what was in the movie.
Yeah,
which is some cool songs that he does in there. But but Dark Crystal. Did you ever watch the show that came out?
No, I didn't.
Okay, it's pretty cool.
I forgot when the show came out.
It's been years, 4 or 5 years ago, maybe.
Yeah,
yeah.
At the time, I didn't actually have programs to watch it on.
Okay.
So I never got to it. I probably would now.
I think it was Netflix, if I remember correctly.
Oh yeah, we never had Netflix.
Never had Netflix. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think only once, and that was like my uncle gave it to us and whatever. But then he in the military, so he's never gonna use it.
Oh, okay.
So then he stopped paying for it and everything.
And he ruined everything for you.
Not everything. Obviously, there's annoying shows on Netflix, but now everything decently good is also on Netflix.
Yeah.
And Netflix is expensive.
Yeah.
And then the new ad blocker that they put on that, the ad blocker, they just changed their subscriptions to where you can have ads, and then they actually put locks on movies, but you have to pay for a new subscription. They have 3.
Weird.
Like a basic ad. No ads, but you still have locks, and then pure regular Netflix.
Okay.
And I was like, what the heck?
Yeah. And when it just got overkill with all the different streamings, we'll have different ones depending on what we want to watch.
Yeah.
We just usually, we get whatever streaming service has whatever show we're watching at the time. There's a show we want to see, we'll get okay, well, let's get Netflix, or let's get, we had Apple TV for a while because there was a show we were watching on Apple TV, but now we don't have it. So we just kind of pick and choose. And we watched through Stranger Things. We loved Stranger Things.
Oh yeah, that's one of the reasons why I want Netflix.
Okay, have you seen it?
No.
None of it?
No, none of it.
Oh, and you're a horror fan?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I know, literally.
Really good, really good.
Ever since it came out, it was literally me going, when I get a job, I swear I'm going to get Netflix.
Yeah.
And now I have a job, I'm like,
Yeah.
The ad blocker.
Yeah. That's a great. I love that show. That's one of my all-time favorite shows. I don't love the ending.
I was gonna say, did you know they ChatGPT the ending?
No, I didn't. It makes sense though.
So I did a lot of research for not watching. I did a lot.
You're learning all the stuff that happens without even seeing the show.
Yeah. Pretty much, the one who made the actual story themselves, I think, was married to one of the directors.
Oh, okay.
And she made it. It was like her whole imagination, but then they divorced or something like that. So
I didn't hear that.
She just got kicked off the set, and then they started making the rest of it.
So her story was probably great.
Yeah, like
and
literally.
Dang it.
I can imagine she had a whole ending planned out, and then they were like, we lost her, but like hurt her feelings, so she probably won't work for us. Let's ChatGPT a good ending.
That's
and
terrible.
It was not.
No, it was not good at all. It's sad. I mean, I didn't hate the last season, but I think they had too big of a gap.
Yeah.
I mean, these kids are aging. I mean, it had been 10 years since the first season to the final season.
Yeah.
And these kids were like 10 and 11 when they started in the first season. I'm like, now they're in their early 20s, and you're still expecting them to play like high school kids. And it's like, it's just not, it was just too long with the writer's strike and then all the other stuff that was happening. It was just too big of a gap.
Harry Potter did that really well with the aging with the kids in the movie.
Right. Well, because they made a movie every year.
Yeah.
They literally went with the kids' ages. It was perfect.
Yeah. And then with that one, I remember seeing all the actors, and you're like, she's like, she feels like 30. Did she adopt a kid? I remember she adopted or had a kid.
Who?
I forgot. The actor who plays I'm blanking on her name. 11.
Oh, yeah. Millie Bobby Brown.
There you go. I was like, Billy.
Yeah.
I forgot what
yeah, she adopted a baby she's married to John Bon Jovi's son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I know like that, and it's just like, okay, so now she's a grown kid, but she's acting like 17.
Yeah.
And it's like weird.
Yeah.
And everything.
It was strange, yeah.
But yeah, no, I know I was watching, I was like, I didn't even watch the show.
Yeah.
And that ending.
It was bad. Yeah. Well, now you at least you know what's coming.
Yeah.
You can enjoy the first 4 seasons, and then by the 5th season, you're like, okay, I'm just kidding. I mean, I know this isn't going to be as good. But you got to finish it. I mean, I can't
definitely
not watch it.
No,
but yeah, it was kind of a disappointment. Yeah. But the Dark Crystal show that they did, I think it was like an 8-episode thing, and it's a prequel. So like there's Gelflings everywhere. Because you remember in the movie Dark Crystal, like Jen and Kira are the last 2 Gelflings, right?
Yeah.
So in the show, it happens before the movie.
Oh, okay.
So you kind of get to see how there's only 2. Yeah.
Okay.
It's really well done. I think it was Jim Henson's son did it. Brian Henson's the one that did it.
Oh, okay.
So it still stayed in the family, which was pretty cool. But
that's awesome.
Yeah, it was a neat show. They tried to keep a lot of the natural, like the puppetry and stuff, but I think they did use some CGI and stuff a little bit here and there. But it definitely kind of has the feel of the old movie still at the same time.
I was going to watch it because that sounds really cool.
It is. It's really, really neat. So, all right. So, Studio Ghibli. Is it Ghibli or Ghibli?
I think it's Ghibli.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, every time I ask that question to somebody, it always starts with,
different.
I think it's. Well, I've yet to have anybody tell me, oh, no, it's 100% definitely.
What's his face? I forgot his last name, the one who started it. Okay. He always says Ghibli, but like different languages.
Well, if he's the creator of it and Ghibli. He says that, then I would say the same as him. Then obviously he knows how to say it.
I've heard a lot of people say Ghibli.
Yeah.
And I go, it doesn't even sound right personally. But
you're like dumb Americans. You don't know how to say nothing. So you're a fan of that?
I love,
Okay.
My favorite is probably Howl's Moving Castle.
Okay.
Or Ponyo.
Okay.
Those are my favorites.
I've never seen Howl's Moving. I did see Ponyo. So my family laughs at me because so Bethany she's a quarter Japanese. Like her grandmother was full Japanese. So she grew up on all those kind of movies.
Yeah.
So when we got married and had kids, she's showing these movies to our kids.
Yeah.
And I don't get them at all. Really? I mean, not that I don't like them. No, I literally don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
Always. I'm going, what in the, like the first one we ever did, I think was Totoro. Oh, right. Yeah. You got the cat bus and you got the dust bunnies and it's just a weird, like, what is happening right now?
It's actually based off of the nuking of, I forgot what place in Japan again. It was where we nuked, where we bombed.
Oh, like Hiroshima, Nagasaki.
Yes, that's where it's based off of.
Okay.
Pretty much, the tree scene where the tree grows and everything. It actually is shaped as a mushroom.
Oh.
Pretty much, it's their imagination throughout the war.
So it's like symbolic of stuff. So okay, so
most movies are symbolic.
Okay.
Movies,
it's been a long time since I've seen it, but isn't like one of the parents is sick or something, right?
I think
the mom maybe
mother passed away.
Oh, she died.
Yeah.
So the dad is single dadding it with the two daughters, right?
Or she's in the hospital and I think she dies in the middle of the movie, something like that. Okay. And then I know dad is taking care of her. And then also working. And then the kids are, I think, at least how I took it, I know that the main thing of it was the nuking, but I personally was like, oh, it's probably like, at least how I took it was the imagination of a child throughout the war. Yeah. Like trying to like cope with it and everything.
See, that's cool. See, that makes me want to watch it.
Yeah.
Really? Like, I think that's awesome. And that might be why I'm so confused. Because nobody in my family's ever said that to me. They're just like, Dad, you just don't get it. You're just, whatever. Whatever. I was like, yeah, I don't get it. You're right. Yeah. But that's cool to have that kind of a thing. Because it's definitely, obviously, imagination from the children, obviously. Because, again, a cat bus and that kind of, like the dust bunnies are alive and they're trying to chase them around and stuff. But then there's been like Ponyo. I was like, and people say, oh, it's a retelling of The Little Mermaid. And I'm going, wait, what? It is? Had you never heard that? I've
never heard of that concept.
Oh, really?
No, I didn't know that.
I think the studio Ghibli will even say that it's actually it's a Japanese version of the Hans Christian Andersen.
That makes sense because it kind of has the same vibe. Yeah. I just really always loved like just the concept period. Okay. Especially since it's kind of the same thing of like the flooding of the earth with the Bible and everything because they flood all of like Japan right there. Yeah. Yeah. But I loved the movie so much. Okay. And everything, like even the chaos of like the animals, and you're like, what is that animal right there? Yeah. And like all the prehistoric like water and everything. Like,
I was confused though. The only one I wasn't confused on, and that I enjoyed more because I wasn't confused, was the one I always forget the name of it. But it's the one where that's the little people that are living in the.
Oh yeah.
You right?
I forgot what that one's called.
They look like humans, but they're really small.
Yeah. That one I haven't seen that one, but I've like seen snippets. Okay. And everything. A lot of their movies are really like trying to like with that child imagination and everything. And I think that's also kind of one of the points is it's not supposed to like fully make sense. Yeah. And I think it's kind of like House Moving Castle. House Moving Castle, the only thing that like you go, okay, this can make sense is because it's a fantasy world, right? Rather than based on like actual real life. Yeah. But a lot of his movies have to do with war in some sort of way. Because House Moving Castle is war, Ponyo has some sort of war between like Mother Earth and whatever. Yeah. And then Totoro, and there's another movie where it actually has war in it itself. Oh wow. I forgot what war it was, but like I forgot what movie it's called again. But it's literally like a big brother trying to protect his little sister throughout the like war and the bombings. And,
is it Spirited Away?
No, that one also has that. Okay. But no, it's like a full like Ghibli. I'll have to find the name. Okay. But I heard that's like one of the saddest Ghibli movies and everything. Okay, but you haven't seen it. I haven't seen it. Okay. No. Yeah. Now that I have money, I can start watching movies. But I'll be like, I'll talk about the movie. Have you seen it? No. Yeah.
We say now that you have money because you're working. You mean at the theater?
Yeah. Okay. I genuinely could not have afforded a Starbucks drink. That's how broke I was. And now that I can afford like some sort of platform. Yeah. Watch things,
and that's a cool job to work at, especially if you're
that too.
Aspiring
like, it's
filmmaker.
Movies, and everything.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. How long have you worked there?
It's been a month now.
Okay, so still new. So this is your first job you've ever had? Okay,
it's genuinely a really good first job, like for I think anyone, like not even just because I'm a film major. Like I personally working. You want a fast-paced place, but at the same time, like at least behind concessions and everything. You're actually mostly having some sort of fun, especially since you're actually allowed to talk to like coworkers and everything. Like you could be making a huge order and you just talk to your coworker. Like I've learned how to like make I think like 5 things, like get 5 things done in like maybe a minute. Yeah. But while talking or whatever.
Yeah, make sure you don't mess it up though. You don't want to put butter on there when they say no butter or something.
Oh gosh, when they do that, but they'll tell me after. It makes me so mad.
Oh, really?
And then I asked if you wanted heavy butter, and they're like, no butter. So
no butter.
This I actually have to throw in the trash. I can't even throw it back.
Oh.
Yeah.
You can't just put it back in the break room for all the employees to eat it?
No. Like, if we have broken pretzels, that too. Like, I literally told my managers, like, can you just put this aside?
Yeah.
Like, I'll eat the broken pretzel because we're not allowed to get rid of it. And they just, like, they were genuinely like, I want to eat it too.
Yeah.
Or they'll just laugh. And I'm like, but just please.
I just would have stuck it in my back pocket and like, all right, that's for later.
Their pretzels, obviously, they get them from, like, Smart and Final.
Okay.
It's still so good.
Are they good? I haven't had those.
They're really good.
I've had just about everything else there. They have burgers there and stuff now, don't they? Or they used to.
They used to.
Okay, they got rid of those.
Yeah.
They still have pizza?
They won't change the menu. Like, the menu still is the same and everything. Like, we don't sell I know that everyone keeps asking for, I think it's like the jalapeno burger. Something like that. And I'm always like, yeah, we don't have that. And they're like, why is it up there? I'm like,
oh, it's still on the menu.
Yes, but we changed the menu for the Mandalorian, but we didn't remove it from the menu.
Oh, okay.
And we don't have it.
What do you mean? Yeah. Like because you put like Mandalorian like themed foods on the menu?
Yeah, like we'll put like the menu where Mando's like coming out with like popcorn in his hand or whatever in the like video of the menu.
Okay.
We didn't even remove it from the bottom, which is in the same video. So it's like really annoying because I'm like, every customer like, no, we don't have that. No, we don't have that. The cotton candy drink, we ran out of that. Cherry, we ran out of that. Yeah. So annoying. So
is that where you mostly work, is in the concessions? That's the only place you work?
Yeah. Technically, I'm floor staff. So floor staff is usually like everywhere.
Okay.
And everything. But mainly, we only need help in concessions.
Okay.
Or door.
Yeah.
Usually, there's not much to clean in the theaters. Only like Tuesday was everyone spilling their popcorn somehow.
Yeah, just on Tuesdays.
I don't even know.
It's because that's like free, not free, but that's like half price night or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like everyone was spilling their large buckets. I haven't heard of anyone spill their medium or small. It was always the large ones.
Yeah. Because they don't care if they spill it because they can get free refills.
Yeah.
So it's not a big deal.
Call a manager, I'm like, or call someone on the like walk-in, like,
yeah.
Oh, I'll get someone. We have a freaking spill in Auditorium 10. I'm not cleaning it up.
Yeah. You know what my biggest problem is with the well, I get, maybe I'm wrong about this, but you get the big popcorn that you can refill, right?
Yeah.
And you want to, like, you're out and you want to come out of the theater to go refill it, but the movie's still going, so you don't want to miss too much of the movie, so you like bolt out there. Yeah. And if there's a line, you gotta wait in that line.
Yeah.
There should be like a separate little refill only line, right? Where you can just get over there.
You actually can, technically, at least mostly. I don't really care. None of us really care if you cut the line. Okay. Especially if you go to the side.
Well, I bet the people that are in line do,
They do, definitely. But it's not like you're paying, so it's a long transaction. All we're doing is just getting a scoop.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, there should be a station right there where an employee is just doing that. I would just refilling sodas and refilling popcorn, and that's it. I mean, that line would go fast.
You can go to mobile orders.
On the side, on the left over there? Okay.
Obviously, it's supposed to be mobile orders, but we'll refill it either way because, like we said, it's not a whole transaction, so it's not going to take forever.
But is there an actual employee that's their station? No. Or it's just like when you guys are free, you go over there?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's usually it. Well, there's a person at mobile orders, but like for refills itself, there's no one.
Okay.
We'll just do it either way.
Okay.
At least I personally, usually refills will come before the person in the transaction because they already paid for the thing. So I'm just like, you want, okay, there you go. Okay. Take it, go.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So when you make it as a big time filmmaker, I'm already projecting that for you. So I'm saying it here now. It's going to happen. I hope I get some like tickets to the red carpet out of this.
You know, literally everyone I know here is going to get something.
I hope so. That'd be awesome. But like when you get, do you have a certain genre of movie that you hope to primarily direct?
I think I'm more of sci-fi. Okay. If that's a really big base thing I'm into. I'm not like, I'd be really flexible. Obviously, I know a lot of movie directors, they usually have like one genre. But I personally, I love every genre. I'm not really against any other than like, or not against, but like, not like meh. It's more like war movies.
Oh, okay.
Because
we were just talking about that one that your dad liked that you didn't. What was that one called?
It was one he recommended. I forgot what it was. I think it was Saving Private Ryan. But then I made him watch Warfare, and
Warfare. That's the one we were talking about. Okay.
Yeah.
You didn't like Saving Private Ryan?
No.
Okay.
I didn't like it. I started it, and I was like, we got to a war point, and I was like, I know it's based on a true story. This is so boring.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then Warfare, I loved it so much. Obviously, it was really slow, like Dad said. Yeah. But I like to feel immersed in it. And genuinely, the actors, obviously, they're really popular, literally the famous actors in there. Okay. But, like, I don't know why, but I feel like their acting in that movie was just, like, way too good. Okay. Like, I genuinely felt, like, immersed in the thing. Like,
who were the actors? Do you remember?
It was, the names... do you know, like, the character Gally from Maze Runner?
Oh, shoot. I saw Maze Runner.
Yeah, the guy with, like, he's literally known for his eyebrows, where he's, like, always raised eyebrows and whatever. I forget what
I don't remember. I don't remember that character. Dang. But I watched that a long time ago when it first came out. Yeah. Because my kids read the books, so they wanted to watch the movies.
Dang. Now I'm, like, forgetting everyone's names all of a sudden. But he's in there. Okay. I forgot his name, too. Dang. I just totally forgot.
Are you bad with actors' names?
Yeah. I'll always go, it's that guy from that movie. Right. I'll never, like, I'll hear their name once and be like, it's that guy. It's that guy. Yeah. Oh, from Stranger Things. What's his face? The rocker guy.
Joe Keery?
No.
The rocker guy.
The character who, like,
Eddie Munson?
Like, yes.
Really?
The actor of him is in...
Really?
In the movie.
Oh, see, I've never seen him in anything but Stranger Things.
He did so... Really?
Yeah, that's all I've seen him in, yeah.
Oh.
He's a British actor, right?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, but he plays a movie. Okay. He did so good in it. Like, I genuinely... Because there's, like, one painful scene. He genuinely sounded in absolute agony. And I was like, this is peak acting. Okay. And everything. Yeah, it was really good. Have you seen Battle of Los Angeles before?
No. Battle of Los Angeles?
It's an alien movie. But it has the same vibe to it, but just without aliens. Okay. It's, the Vietnam War, I think Warfare is. Okay. The Vietnam War.
But there's aliens?
No. In Warfare, it's the Vietnam War, but it gives the same vibe of Battle of Los Angeles. Okay. Without the aliens.
Gotcha.
I'm trying to say.
Okay. I was like, wait, I've never seen a Vietnam movie with aliens.
No. Sorry. No, but yeah. I love Warfare. Okay. And it's made by A24.
But you don't like war movies generally.
No.
But that one you really...
Has to, for my taste.
But generally, like, you would want to direct, like, ideally, like, sci-fi stuff?
Yeah. Okay. It's because I think my thing is, like, it's a really big personal thing where mom was like, it's gonna happen either way, but, like, I hate reality, so I'd rather make something with my imagination.
Live in a world of fantasy?
Yeah. Okay. Literally, that's kind of my thing.
Yeah.
And everything, so that's why I'm like, not that, like, I'm against, like, documentary-based movies or anything like that, or based on true stories. Right. But, like, they can be kind of boring.
Yeah, unless it's, like, for sure.
Unless it's, like, a murder thing, documentary, then I'll take it.
Yeah. Like true crime kind of stuff.
I love true crime. Yeah.
It's like, do you listen to true crime podcasts?
Yes and no, if I can find a good one. Okay. Blurry Creatures is also one I watched.
I have listened to that.
I love
someone else on the show recommended that to me, and I cannot remember who it was. So, like, I started listening to that podcast, and then I text one person that I was certain was the one that said it. I said, "Hey, I sent a screenshot. Hey, I started listening to this. Thanks for the recommendation." And she's like, "What are you talking about?" She's like, I've never listened to that before. Oh. But she's reading the description. She goes, but I'm going to now. Yeah. I was like, oh, okay, cool. And then I went to the next person, this other guy, and I was like, hey, did you recommend this? And he goes, no. And to this day, I don't know who it was. I'd have to go through and listen to all the episodes to find it. Oh. But I have no idea. It might have been my mom. Okay. Oh, maybe.
Because she's the one who got, like, at least my whole family into it.
Okay, it might have been her.
Yeah, because Blurry Creatures is so awesome. I love them so much.
Yeah. There's been a lot of episodes. I'm surprised how many episodes there have been. Because, I mean, there's only so many, like, mythical creatures out there, right? Yeah. So, I mean, it's
definitely something you don't want to get fully, like, into. Because obviously, the spiritual realm is a sensitive topic. And when it comes to, like, getting addicted to, which is one reason why I, like, take moments on this, because I don't want to because I personally, like, they do a lot of, like, Bigfoot and everything. Right. And I personally think literally every single spiritual animal creature is definitely a demon of some sort, or a spiritual being at least. But, like, when we start, like, it just can be really funny.
But it's like Bigfoot, you think is like
I think is a genuine, like, demon.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't think it's just like a species of animal that we've never seen before?
Well, I guess when we talk about the Bigfoot, not I guess that could be a cool concept as well, where it's a genuine animal, but we'd have seen it.
See, that has always been my thing. Like, we would have found a dead one or something by now,
I understand,
right?
like extinct species, like, will take forever finding.
Right.
But, like, this has been a long time.
Yeah, and people still claim they see them. Like, you go up in the Pacific Northwest, they still claim to see them.
Actually, a story on Blurry Creatures where this guy had thought he saw Bigfoot and he shot him. But I was like, what if it was just respectfully, like a big hairy man?
Yeah.
Who just shot
just living out in the woods.
Guy.
Yeah, he doesn't, he's got no razor, he's got no bathroom, he's just like growing it all out, and he just killed him.
Yeah. It was like...
Well, how did it end? He shot the guy and...
He shot the guy and
did he kill him?
Saw the creature again.
So he shot it and it ran off?
Yes. The government also came, is what he said.
Oh, of course they did. That's always how people get out of that stuff.
And they fenced it off.
Yeah.
And I was like, at the same time, we were like, if it is a creature, we would have seen it by now. Just like I forgot what the bluebirds, it's like blue macaws or something like that. Like, we found one or like a whole species, whatever, but we found them.
Right.
And I think it took like a few years to find them.
Yeah, well, that's what I think, because they're literally finding new species all the time.
Yeah.
Constantly. Yeah. Like, oh, we didn't know this was out there. You know, there's so much of unexplored Earth that people haven't been to. And that's why I think, well, maybe Bigfoot's like a real, like, you know, because you ever see the movie Harry and the Hendersons?
No, but
back in the day,
the concept.
Yeah, so it was like the Bigfoot guy. He gets out in there.
No, I actually did watch it.
Okay,
yes, I did.
Remember at the end, you find out there's a bunch of them.
Yeah,
but they're all. The scene is really cool because it shows them all. You see a forest.
Yeah, and
then all of a sudden the trees start to move, and they're all Bigfoot.
Yeah,
you're like, whoa, like what? And there's like little kid ones and all that, and it's like, well, maybe they're just so good at hiding.
It's like a Yeti and like have you seen Abominable and everything?
No. Oh yeah. Oh, the animated movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kind of like that too, but like like we said, we would have found him or them.
You'd think,
So it's like my thing, and then like skinwalkers as well. I know for sure are demons.
That is such a fascinating thing, though, to me. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it was demonic in some way, but those stories from some of those people that grew up on reservations and stuff are gnarly.
Yeah, I think the one with Native American culture, and especially back then, because obviously I'm not like every culture has some sort of demonic thing with it.
Sure.
No matter what.
Although they wouldn't call it demonic necessarily,
of course, yeah. But at least from like the Christian perspective of what we see in the Bible and like discernment, it's definitely not, because everything my research on them. Like they would do like the rituals. They would use flowers that had hallucinogens in them.
Oh yeah,
they burn that like I forgot what they call it. It's like
peyote.
The devil's fruit.
Oh right,
like
right.
And I think it was from a cucumber or something like that. That like plant, something like that.
Yeah, you see all kinds of stuff if you're on hallucinogens.
Yeah. But like realistically, that's like the paganistic. Like that's still like a still demonic in a way, but like, I feel like it's so weird how, like, specifically haunted their culture is, especially on the reservations, which actually Blurry Creatures talks to a reservation, not a guard, I forgot, it was like a, ranger.
Oh, yeah.
And the stories he has is crazy. But, like, I've personally had a lot of experiences with the demonic realm.
Really?
And
Oh, we're going to get to that when we get in the spiritual stuff.
I love talking about it because I know a lot of my friends go like, what are you talking about? I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot. Most of you guys don't like.
Yeah.
At least so like my family has a lot of things with it. Like used to.
Right.
I think ever since we moved up here and then like I actually made family and everything and friends and then grown in a relationship with the Lord, it's definitely like dispersed.
Okay.
And everything. But like I've had a lot of experience, so like there's a thing with skinwalkers where I don't play with. Okay. Like, I won't, obviously, like, I know it's a physical, either a person with demonic abilities from a demon, or it's a genuine demon itself.
Right. Well, because what's the other option, right? Like, I think the same about, like, when people say, oh, I saw the ghost of my dead grandmother or things like that. I think, well, yeah, right? It's like, I don't know. I mean, at least from a biblical perspective, right? the Bible's clear. You're either living on the earth or you're in one of two places, right?
Yeah.
You're not roaming the earth as a spirit. There's no biblical grounds for that. That'd be
purgatory.
Right.
There's no thought of it.
Exactly, right? And it's like, well, in those cases, I say it's probably a demon that's able to impersonate your dead relative as opposed to the actual, but I mean, you see videos and you see stuff where like, oh no, they knew stuff only my grandma knew. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I mean, spirit beings can do that too.
They listen on everything.
Right, exactly. Yeah. So last thing for I'm enjoying talking about movies. People don't usually talk with me about movies. So like when you talk about directing like sci-fi kind of stuff, do you have like favorite sci-fi movies that you like?
Yeah. Well, I just watched Project Hail Mary, even though I know it's like you just watched it, of course that's going to be your favorite. No, like genuinely.
It's really that good, okay. I haven't seen it yet.
It's definitely like a cute like kids movie. I'm not really into like the cutesy kids, but like
it's a kids movie?
Well, it kind of gives the same vibe of such. It might be like a bit loud.
Okay.
Like, it's awesome.
You mean like content-wise? That's what you mean by a kids movie, like it's not scary, it's not stuff like that. Okay.
There's like jump scares when it comes to like, oh, you scared me, like Rocky or whatever.
Yeah.
But anything else, there's obviously adult jokes. There's adult jokes and SpongeBob, but like,
right.
But I loved it so much, and everything was one of my favorites.
Okay, cool. Because by the same author that did the Matt Damon movie. That was similar, where he's on Mars or something.
Oh, yes.
Growing tomatoes.
Literally it's called The Martian.
The Martian, yeah.
Yeah.
I know the book's the same author, yeah.
It definitely had... Have you seen Interstellar?
Yes.
Yeah, I was going to say, it has a lot of
Christopher Nolan's one of my favorites.
Yes,
I love Christopher Nolan, yeah.
Yeah, are you going to watch The Odyssey when it comes out?
Yeah, I'll probably see it, if anything, just to see what the hype is, because everybody's all upset about, Elliott Smith, or not Elliott Smith, he's a singer. Elliot Page. Yeah. And that whole thing, and... But I don't know. But I haven't loved...
Something that is annoying, but like...
Yeah. And I haven't loved the last few... well, I should rephrase that. I haven't seen the last few Christopher Nolan movies. I didn't see Dunkirk. I did not see... he did Oppenheimer, right?
Oppenheimer?
I didn't see Oppenheimer.
I
heard it was good.
Was,
no? Okay. I haven't seen either one of those. And there was... Oh, Tenet. I didn't see Tenet either.
I've never heard that.
Okay. But I've seen all the ones before that. Okay, I saw Memento when it was in...
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like a indie theater, like an AG or something. It was the only place it was playing, and he was kind of unknown at the time.
Yeah.
Did you see Memento?
I've heard of I've kind of read the plot.
You know the premise, right? Yeah. He's trying to find out who killed his wife, but he has short-term memory loss. Yeah. So he literally every day is new. Yeah. He doesn't remember who he talked to the day before, so he has to take all these notes. This guy is your friend. Take a picture of him. This guy is your friend, because the next day you're not going to know who he is. So it's a really cool concept. I love that movie. But my favorite Christopher Nolan movie is probably The Prestige.
Okay, yeah.
Did you see that one?
I haven't seen it, but I've heard of it. Okay.
So good. Okay.
I'm definitely building my watch list.
But anyway, you talk about Interstellar, which I didn't really like very much, to be honest with you.
Really?
I just didn't. Yeah, it didn't connect with me very well.
That makes sense. I just at least to what hit me was one. I just love space. I love space with a passion. Okay. But then also at the same time was just more like, wow, that's so exciting to hear or like figure out the connecting, like, oh, this is connected because of this like, spiderweb thing.
Maybe that's why. Maybe I was just confused the whole time. And then he's in the wall. It's like, why is he in the wall? What's happening? How did he get in the wall?
The fifth dimension?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. That's the fifth dimension, is inside a wall of someone's house? Like, wasn't he in like the bookshelf or something? Yeah,
so the thing he was at, the huge like thing with boxes, was the fifth dimension, which is supposed to be like humans in a way adapted and evolved to the fifth dimension over like billions of years. Okay. And so, but they were like, at that point, technically they became gods. And so they kind of sent him to the fifth dimension to see on how to save the world of the past. Okay. So when it's just a loop of over and over and over again, technically. Yeah. But the fifth dimension is pretty much time travel, and not time travel. It's more like you get to see every key frame of life that was happening, but it was only on his daughter because she was the savior at that point. So that's the only reason they were showing her. Okay. But yeah. So like, we live in the third dimension, technically, because like art, like you have 1 point, 2 point, 3 points to show a 3D object. Yes. But fifth dimension is what he was supposed to be sent in, but obviously we can't.
He just completely bypassed the fourth dimension. Yes. Went straight to the fifth one. Yes. He's like, I'm not playing around with the fourth. Why waste my time there? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's probably a big part of it is I just didn't really understand it very well. I was very confused in the movie, and I don't like to be confused. I don't like movies that are really weird and strange, as long as by the end I get it.
You wouldn't like the Backrooms movie.
Which one?
The Backrooms movie.
Oh, no, yeah, we were talking about that earlier. So, like, my son loved that movie.
I'm glad
he's seen it twice. He's gone twice to see it.
I won't judge someone for liking the movie.
Yeah.
I just personally didn't like it.
Okay.
It's, like, kind of a hard, like, gap because I, hated it because this isn't the Backrooms. It has the Backrooms theme.
Yeah.
But you just stuck, like, your sticker on it practically.
Right.
But then I also love it because it has the Backrooms theme. And then the plot, you're like, okay, just anyone could have thought the plot is my thing. Anyone could have thought of the whole plot.
Is your deal with it then that you kind of went into it expecting it to be something?
Yeah.
Because you already
that's
knew.
How it was advertised.
Okay.
And because the Backrooms is a community-made concept. It was made by a bunch of people, like random people online. I think it was made on 4chan. And then it became a wiki thing, and then people started making their own concepts. So, like, you tell me it's a Backrooms movie, which we all made. Yeah. But then you give us what your idea was, and then, Okay. But still, it was a really good movie. Just anyone could have thought of that plot, and then it being a $10 million movie budget, and you're like... Yeah. It couldn't even be better at this point. But I'm not going to judge because, one, King Parsons, the one who directed it, just a YouTuber, so I'm like proud that you even got to A24 period, right? And then that you even made a movie. Like it was a good movie for a first movie, and then
it's pretty popular too. It's getting a lot of
it made
praise.
Box office, literally, right? But at the same time, also same thing. Like my thing where I go, no, is it, anyone could have thought of that plot. Yeah. But if people like it, people like it. I'm not gonna be like you're disgusting for liking it, you're a loser for liking it. Yeah. Because it's not. It's just my opinion. Right. So online people are mad.
And one day you'll be the one under the scrutiny.
Yeah, no, definitely. Which I totally understand. Yeah. And I understand the risk of that, of being flamed like that.
Yeah. But you can't worry, like with any creating, whether you're a musician, you're a filmmaker, you're whatever you
There's
are. There's
always going to be something.
Always, right? So what you do is you create for your own enjoyment. Yeah. Right? You create what you want to create. Some people are going to praise you for it. Other people are going to rip you apart because of it. And that's just how it is, you know? So
this is one reason why I don't want to like tear the movie apart. Right. Now. It's just, like I said, because anyone can have their own opinion. That's my personal belief. Anyone can have their own opinion. But if you're going to tear down someone's opinion, then that's not an opinion. Right. Like they can't have an opinion. You can't have an opinion.
It's like, my opinion is your opinion sucks.
Yeah. Literally. And you're like, okay, but they can say that about yours.
Right.
And
exactly.
Right.
Yes, exactly.
So yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right, cool. Well, I look forward to the first big feature you do. All right, let's do some music talk now. Tell me first, we'll get into the new metal stuff because that I'm still kind of mind blown by that answer. But like what I like to go back earliest, like you can remember the first time you remember enjoying music.
Yeah. I think as a kid, I remember literally anytime we listened to music, Dad always played music in the house, and everything. It was always some sort of worship song in the house, just on the boombox, just sitting there and whatever. And
like on the radio and stuff, you mean?
Yeah, pretty much like just sitting there and we just play it while watching TV or sitting on the couch. But it was always like specific songs that remind me of my childhood, or we'd go on road trips. I don't even know where we were going. I know we'd always go to like museums, like public museums or whatever, or to like, I don't even know where we were going, honestly. I just remember being in the car all the time with Focus and just drive with like a, I forgot what song. It was like I forgot what song it's called, but it was like one of the popular songs that would play, the like worship songs. Oh, okay. It was by Hillsong, I think. Oh, okay. But
aren't they all by Hillsong these days?
Yeah, it was all Hillsong.
It's like it's on the radio now. Yeah. It's Bethel Music or Hillsong, you know?
Those are those things that we play and everything, literally. Yeah. Or we'd play, I don't know why, but a lot of, like, I would tell my parents now, I'd be like, oh, we used to listen to as a kid and everything. And they'd be like, we never did. I was like, you put that on the radio all the time.
Oh, how funny.
And I remember that. And then, but they don't remember, but I
It's because we're old and we can't remember anything. That's why.
No. I can't say that to them.
Yeah, your parents heard that. Hey, Ryan, easy. No, guys, I'm talking about myself too here. We're all old, you know. It's just how it is.
But
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's your earliest memories was like worship music.
I would say, I'd say around like 5 is where it was like all the worship music and then everything else. But like when I started listening to my own like style, what I think honestly was literally like 2 years ago or last year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I wasn't actually like everything I wanted to listen to. I had like we had to ask if we could listen to that or put that on our playlist.
That's because your parents love you.
Yeah, no, and it makes sense.
Yeah,
because you don't want to listen to anything like weird,
right?
Especially since not that going back to like the spiritual realm, like not that we are like that kind of crunchy spiritual, but like we believe that like movies, YouTube, like even YouTube or songs or anything
can have an influence. Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
influence, and they could have something attached to, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But we'd always ask if we can listen to music, but like now I am still naturally wary of what I listen to. Okay. But at the same time, also like not a lot of clean music is Deftones. The Deftones is
good.
Like new metal and good.
Right.
So I know a lot of Deftones doesn't have anything weird in it or curse words. Literally, I haven't heard a Deftones song that had genuine curse words. Okay. So I'm like, curse words as well, I try to stay away from.
Right.
Because I'm singing a song and you're like, yeah. Just rapping it, and then you just see like the F word. You're like, just... Yeah. And then
silence.
Singing. Yeah. Or like movies as well. Back to movies, like just real quick. Movies as well. I'm not like oh, the movie is curse words, I'm not gonna listen to it. Right. I'll listen to any movie that has like curse words in it. I don't care. But like personally saying them, I won't.
What about when you make your own movies?
That is definitely a hard topic. Okay. Because I actually was talking to my mom about that last night because we saw like a Instagram reel and it was like those people who have convictions on not saying curse words, but it was supposed to be she was kidnapped, but she's like, oh, frick you.
Yeah, frick see, you. That and sounds so stupid.
And then it was like, oh, mother of pearl. Yeah. She's dying and whatever. And I'm like, yeah, that's one hard thing. Yeah. Like, especially also me, I like writing and everything. Like, you're writing, like, I'm writing like a fantasy book and it's going to be like war and like pain. But like, am I going to put like, frick you, whatever.
Because you want it to be realistic.
Yeah,
because if you say things like that, it sounds so hokey. Like nobody really talks like that, right? So
because realistically, not that like I'm okay saying curse words, like I said, but like if I'm being stabbed to death or in a war, I'm gonna be cursing. I'm gonna be angry. Yeah, and I know like even naturally people like at least my family, not like I personally, but like. If someone's cursing, they are so unbelievably angry and beyond that point. Right. Which is when we go, oh, we're gonna...
Well, that's when that used to mean something, right? And that's when they throw those words around all the time. It kind of... Right. And it used to be when I was a kid and you saw a movie and they used the F word. Yeah. Like everybody in the room stopped. Right? Like it was like... Whoa, like what in the world? Or even in music. Like when I grew up listening to gangster rap, like when NWA and those kind of guys were coming out, it was shocking because nobody was doing that yet, right? Like you were, whoa, you could say that in music? Profanity? Yeah, it was like, it was a big surprise, but now it's everything. Like every movie you go to just about, unless it's a kid's movie, you know, most of the mainstream music you listen to is going to have it in there.
Daily talk. Like, that's like, especially our like Generation Gen Z, Gen Alpha. Right. That's a normal word to put in a conversation. Right. Like, oh, what the heck? No, we just go, what the straight forward. Or like the S word, like, oh.
It's all the time.
There's no like thing or crap. It's just immediate S word.
I remember when Addie started working, she's like, these kids are like, just like constant, you know, and she's, you know, she grew up in a Christian home, homeschool family. She's not, she doesn't hear that stuff usually, you know? Yeah. So for her, she's like, man, this is the way. I said, oh, that's the way the world talks. You better get used to it. Yeah.
For me, well, as a kid, like obviously curse words against, but like not like my family's and like my family, like my mom and dad and everything, but like my mom's side with like, because we'd always go to our Nana's house for like meetings and get together and Thanksgiving. My at least what I was raised with was curse words. Literally cigarettes everywhere, wine all the time. Yeah. And so that's one thing that also brings back childhood. You're like, oh, I love the smell of cigarettes, but that's also a weird thing to say.
Right. It's nostalgic, but it's gross at the same time. Yes. Yeah. Okay.
But then at the same time, like curse words are bad, but it's not like like I'll hear it and I'll be like, okay.
Yeah.
but like I won't say it myself.
Yeah, I mean you can't avoid it out in the world. I mean, unless you hide in a cave. But I mean, obviously Jesus doesn't want us to do that.
Yeah.
But there's a difference between hearing things and then using it yourself or in influencing. But when we're talking about when you're going to be a filmmaker, right? That's where it becomes kind of
the hard gap.
Right. It's hard. But I mean, I think I have seen movies where there is no profanity.
Like Interstellar.
And it's one
curse word. And that's because he's so angry.
Right.
And
which makes it mean something, right? Yeah. Right. But I agree with you where there's people that are using ridiculous phrases like, it just sounds so unnatural. I'm like, just don't go there at all then. Just have him say something. If you're trying to avoid swear words, have him say something that's a normal thing people say. Don't say dumb things that nobody says because then it sounds stupid.
Or you can even like they're getting angry and it's like they're about to get to that point, but they like choke on their own words. Yeah. Like that. Like you can do that. Like they're like, God.
Yeah, exactly. And they're like mumbling under their breath. Yeah, exactly.
Like there's so many other ways instead of just immediate rolling it out and you're like, okay.
Yeah.
Or just the freaking.
Right. Which is dumb.
Oh, little Johnny, you're so adorable.
That's a big thing I have a hard time with in movies where there's little kids using bad language. I'm like, oh my gosh, your parents let you do that? It's almost like their parents said, oh, you're going to make how much money for this? And you want them to say how many F words? Oh, okay.
I remember that in I think it was Endgame with the little girl when she just randomly says the S word because Iron Man, the dad, said S word. Right. But I remember literally that was the first time where I was like, kids, she's like 4, I think, or something like 5. Yeah. And we all like went, they allowed her to say that. It's not even like a voiceover. Like she said that. Right. And I was like, the exact same thing as like, my mom had said exactly what you said was like, she's probably getting money off of it. They're probably getting money off of it.
She's probably not getting any money out of it. Her parents are like, cha-ching.
Yeah. Honestly. At that point, I'd make her like a little safe of, here's your bank account in the future.
Something. Whatever. Well, they'd probably just like bought her a new dollhouse or something. It's like, all right, honey, this is for you. The other $1 million is for us. We're going to buy our own house.
You get a tree house.
Yeah. So like a couple years ago, you say you start coming into your own kind of music. Yeah. So what?
Sorry, totally strayed away.
Oh no, that's fine. This honestly, I love that. We'll go all over the place. We go. It's just constant. There's no structure to this. Really.
I'm definitely a rabbit trainer.
Yeah, it's not a problem at all. But yeah. So as you start to kind of go into your own, and you're like, I want to check out. Like, so what brought you into nu metal? Like, what made you even think to yourself, oh, I want to check out the Deftones?
Yeah, my mom would shuffle like rock playlists because we'll have like our playlist, but like you're listening to this same playlist over and over and over again. So my mom like randomly on the road, like going to San Luis or something like that, like she'll put on like rock and obviously skip the song she doesn't want us to listen to. But I know Deftones had came up, and then there was also like I used to sit a lot on Pinterest. So like audios would play from like TikTok because they put their TikToks on Pinterest. And it wasn't allowed to have social media. Pinterest was the only thing I had.
Again, because your parents loved you.
Yes. No, of course. Even at this point, I have TikTok, but I don't even use it unless...
Oh, okay.
Or I want a filter. That's all. Okay. And then Instagram, I've just like strayed from that as well. But, Pinterest, I'd always watch like videos and then like Deftones would play. I'm like, what is that song? And I look at the comments and like, they'll always ask me like, what's the song name? And I'll look at the like someone responding. I'm like, oh, Deftones, okay. And then at times I actually mostly snuck a lot of songs on my playlist. Ooh. I was not an obedient kid.
Yeah, your parents are gonna hear this,
And they're gonna hear it either way. Either way, and plus that was years ago. So. Yeah. No, but I definitely did a lot of like sneaking around. Yeah. Not enough to where it'd be like I got myself into places, but it was just like I'll put that on my playlist secretly. Hope mom and dad don't look through it. Yeah, kind of thing. Okay. But then if mom put like on the radio Deftones and be like, Mom, can I put that on my playlist? Then I'm like, okay, secured that in. Yeah. She can't get mad at me for.
Yeah. Would you have like separate playlists? This is the parent approved playlist. We only have
one playlist because it was like one account. Okay. We could have done like different accounts, but it was like one account. And then playlists where we had our own playlist of music.
Did you ever have a time where you were like shuffling your playlist and then a song came on and your parents like, how'd that get on there?
I actually like was always the one who would be like, I don't want to play my playlist right now. Like they'd be like, oh, you want to shuffle your own songs? Yeah. Or you want to put a song on? I'd be like, no.
Yeah, I'm not in the mood.
Yeah, that's actually how it was literally. And now that I'm like,
yeah.
what is wrong with you?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I literally was always that kind of kid.
Okay.
And I'd be like, oh, I think Zeke wants to play this playlist.
Oh.
And then everything.
And then he's like, no.
Actually, he was more open on doing that.
Okay.
Until he started, like, listening to more, like, loud songs. But, like, it'd be like, he'd be embarrassed of it, so he wouldn't put it on.
Oh.
For me, I'd be more like, I don't want to figure out my hidden music or whatever.
Is he into the same kind of music as you?
No.
Okay.
There's a few songs where he likes, but he's more into not pop exactly. It's more, I don't even know how to explain it. Do you know Oda Terry?
No.
No.
Oda Terry?
Oda Terry. Technically, he has a lot of curse words in his song.
Is that all one word?
Themes. Yeah.
Oda Terry?
Oda Terry. So pretty much it's like, I don't even know. It's kind of
it's like dancey?
Dead Mouse, but without it being like R&B. If that makes sense. Dang. There was like a specific like moment in like 2019, 2020 where all that music genre was popular.
Okay.
But Zeke just really likes chaotic, if that makes sense.
Chaotic music?
Yeah, like where it not exactly doesn't make sense, but it's just like really poppy. If that makes sense. Without it being not the pop where it's like Taylor Swift or like California Girls or whatever.
Okay.
It's more like just the sounds are really just flavorfully colorful.
It's like upbeat?
Sense. Yeah, okay, yeah, there's the word.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's more like that genre. He also does like girly songs. Like he listens to like Pink Panthers and whatever. Okay. But without it being weird, he just really likes that.
Pink
genre.
Panthers?
Pink Pantheress.
Is that a group?
It's a
singer?
Like a girl singer.
How have I never heard of this stuff? You're dropping stuff on me I've never heard before. Pink Pantheress.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's not into Taylor Swift, but he does like a lot of girl singers.
Yeah.
And then if he does like any guys, it'll be my songs. Because he'll just shuffle through because I'm allowed to listen to whatever I want now. So he'd be like, what is she listening to? And everything. So I'm like, I find only okay songs, so just take whatever you want. Yeah. And everything. Or he'll listen to music on YouTube, so I don't know what he's listening to. Okay. Yeah. But yeah. So, yeah. Okay. I really like, so Deftones. If I'm not listening to metal, I actually genuinely like, really like soft songs. If that's like a huge gap. Okay. Yeah, I'll listen to like new metal where it's really loud and like aggressive. And everything. Not as aggressive as genuine metal because I like there's some metal where I'm like, oh, there's just a lot. Yeah. Or have you heard of, the name is kind of weird technically. There's nothing weird in their songs other than a few, but like Cigarettes After Sex.
I've heard that somebody told me about it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
we listen. I love their songs so much. It's just like really smooth songs or whatever.
It's like mellow kind of kickback music. Yeah,
definitely like rainy night kind of songs. But and then what other songs? I really like Radiohead. I love Radiohead.
Okay. That's my generation right there. Yeah. You're going old school with that one.
Nirvana too. I like a few songs of Nirvana. Okay. Some of them I'm like not crazy for.
Which ones don't you like?
I think also like I've had my own like history with it with like people and friends, but like at the same time I forgot what songs I'm not
with Nirvana.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Like friends used to listen to, and so then it's like they used to listen to. I don't like.
Oh, like friends, people you're no longer friends with. Yeah. That kind of puts a bad taste in your mouth when you hear a certain song. Yeah. Okay.
That or then just genuinely I don't like their songs. I don't know names. Okay. But like I know there's like specific vibes I'm just not crazy for. Like I guess when it doesn't make music theory sense, you know, like music theory where it all flows. Yeah. Some of it, obviously, that is grunge. So
I was gonna say, I'm not sure how many Nirvana songs do.
Yeah, no, grunge obviously doesn't do that because it's literally alternative, which is away from what makes sense. Right. Like, there's not even like I can enjoy kind of doesn't make sense. Yeah. Personally, so like there's some songs I don't listen to. Okay. What other songs? I don't know. Oh, Arctic Monkeys. I love Arctic Monkeys. Literally, I play like their songs on the guitar. I think because I play guitar, so yeah, I know like two of their songs.
You play guitar yourself?
Like electric guitar, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've had my electric guitar. I've had it for 3 years, but I've just started playing it like this year. Okay. And everything, and so yeah, so I learned a lot of their songs, and then.
What kind of music is that, Arctic Monkeys? I think I've heard it before, but...
Oh, I think it's rock, technically. Okay. Or I know a lot of, like, 90s rock, they'd be like, that's not rock or anything like that.
Yeah, and people get all weird about it.
Yeah.
How dare you call it that?
That's my mom.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like, no, that's not what rock is. So that's always be like, technically it's added in the genre now.
Right.
But I don't know if there's another word for rock like that.
Well, rock is such a
yeah, because to say, it's
thing.
just like alternative. Like we have just the mindset of alternative. We have goths, we have grunge, we have punks, you know, like all that.
Right.
But like it's a whole big category, and there's minors, but I don't know names or anything like that.
Right.
But I know that's in that genre.
Okay.
Yeah. And then,
Okay.
Yeah. Or I like chaotic music, like as in chaotic where it's like genuine random sounds.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's just weird. I can't do that. So as far as like new metal bands, besides Deftones, are there other ones, or is that just kind of your go-to?
It's kind of like stereotypical where you'd be like, you're a poser, aren't you? I kind of like some Slipknot songs.
Okay.
And then some Metallica, but obviously they're the most popular ones.
Yeah.
Because I haven't actually listened to their other ones. Because one, my mom was like...
Metallica, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay. Because
my mom used to listen to it, but then she also was like, knows that like, obviously Metallica has some like curse words, so she never wanted to listen to it. Or it'd be like, not weird. But I'm like, also at the same time, there's a meaning behind it. And most of the time it was like about war or something like that.
Oh, the song One?
Huh?
The song One is about war. Is that what you're talking about?
No, like I'm saying like some of the songs are like on war, and so at least two of my mom told me.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, at least I know the meaning, right? And not being like Sandman, like, oh, I'm stalking a kid or something like that. Like it's like about, I don't know what war was about.
Enter Sandman, the song Enter Sandman.
Yeah, like it's not about like stalking a kid or something like that. Like actual.
I think it's just being scared of nightmares.
Yeah, like something like that. So like a meaning too. I try to make sure I know the meaning of. Because if I'm questioning it, then I'm gonna be like, I won't listen to that,
right?
Or whatever. But yeah, what other songs or bands? I know. Whatever. Honestly, whatever I shuffle on. Yeah. On the like new metal like.
Just like random stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know like specifically like one songs that I like from certain bands. Like I know it's Thunder Kiss 65. I think is one of the songs I like.
Is that White Zombie?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I love that song so much.
That's old school.
I love that song.
Yeah, I like that one too. It
just randomly played on my mom's radio, and I was like, Mom, pause. I need to find that song. And then Everlong, I love Foo Fighters too.
Oh, okay.
Foo Fighters.
Okay.
I love Everlong, even though I know, again, that's one of their popular.
Yeah.
But like I've also found that on the radio. We were going actually to San Luis, and it randomly played while we were jumping on the highway, and I was like, okay, Mom, pause, what is this called? Yeah. And then I saved it on my playlist.
Did she know? Was she like, oh, that's the Foo Fighters?
Oh yeah, no, she was like, oh, okay.
She's like, I know this.
She actually, I don't think she cared for the Foo Fighters. Okay. Or anything, but.
Well, we'll pray for her. Hopefully she'll come around. Yeah, I know like some of when new metal kind of started coming out, there was like Limp Bizkit, and you had like some of the other ones that like Korn, you know, some of those.
There's a few Korn songs that are good.
Yeah. I never got real big into Korn. There's a few I like too. Yeah. There's a Korn song that features Chino from Deftones in it. Yeah, it's actually it's an Ice Cube cover. Oh, what the They cover an Ice Cube song called Wicked. I think it's off Korn's second album. Maybe their third, but it's called Wicked, and it's an Ice Cube cover, and Chino's in it, so you should check that one out. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I have to see that.
Yeah, there's a Christian, there's a couple Christian new metal bands that are kind of unknown.
Yeah, I have one Christian metal band songs on my playlist. I haven't done a lot of like looking through their other songs. I just found theirs once, and I was like, throw it on. I forgot what they're called. I think they're called like Save the World, but like has like spelled differently. Never heard of anything like that. I'll have to send it to you because I really like this
Save the World.
I think it's something like that. I'll have to find it. Yeah. But yeah, I really like their songs. Let me see.
Yeah, I've never heard of it.
What music platform do you usually use? It's like Apple Music or something?
No, see, I'm crazy. I don't use any.
Really?
I literally buy all the music that I have, and I load it, and it goes into my iTunes library on this computer right here. Okay. And then I got a terabyte of memory on this phone.
Jeez.
Just so I can hold my entire music library on here, and I have it all the time. I have CDs for everything I own.
Okay,
I don't do Spotify. I don't do Apple Music. I don't do anything like that. And it drives people crazy because they try to send me songs. And I'm like, dude, I can't open this. I can't even. So what I'll do is when they send it to me, I'll look at the title and then I'll like YouTube it or something. And then if I like it, then I'll go buy the whole album.
That's my dad. I'll send him and he'll go on YouTube to listen to it.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, but we have Amazon Music.
Okay.
Because I don't think we do Apple, because obviously I'm the only one with Apple.
Really?
Yeah, I'm the only one with Apple. My
outlier.
family is Android.
Really? Do they make fun of you?
Yeah. Yes, literally all the time. My mom will, like, when she tries to, like, look something, she'll be like, where is everything? Like, the settings? And I'm like, Mom, it's, like, right there.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, I can't see anything.
Yeah.
And I'm like...
But it's hard, though. It's hard when you go from one to other. So, like... Yeah. And I'm like, what is... Apple's just setting out to be different.
Yeah.
Well, how does Windows do it? Okay, let's do that completely different, you know?
Other than the new plugins with the new Apples.
Right.
Like, they use... I forgot what that cord is called.
Yeah.
Whatever. But yeah, because I still have the actual, like, Apple thing.
Yeah.
So...
Mine doesn't. Mine... I just got a new one. It's got this goofy thing.
Anytime someone asks for what is yours?
It's that one. Is that the one you have?
Oh, yeah, no, that's the new one.
Yeah.
No, that's...
And I have to get all new cords and chargers for the car and for work and all this. Like, I don't have... the end's always wrong.
My friends, like, the ones who have the new ones, they'll be like, hey, can I use your charger? And I'm like, yeah. And I can't to them. They're like, that's not a charger. I'm like, that's mine. That's my charger.
Right.
But I'm glad, at least with these, because I can also use my Apple like wire earbuds.
Oh yeah.
For that, because
you can? You have a jack on there?
Yeah, because it has the same plug-in, the charger plug-in for this.
Oh, okay.
Goes for the headphones.
Really?
Yeah. Okay,
because I remember that was a big problem when they first did that, when they removed the normal little circular one that you put for the headphones.
Because I know with Android, they'd have like a side plug-in where you put your headphones if you wanted a plug-in, but now we have Bluetooth.
Yeah.
But I can't afford Bluetooth headphones. And
like the wireless?
Yeah. Like the wireless
Hey,
ones. You
know what? You can go, and it's going to sound funny, but I'm being serious. You can go to like Five Below and get some.
Yeah.
Now, they're not going to be as high quality as like Apple AirPods, but they're not bad.
Yeah. They're like...
So, I mean, you can get some for like $10 or whatever, and they'll last you a while.
Yeah. I've actually, I got, because I wanted like, I couldn't get Apple earbuds, obviously, because of the $200.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah. For cheap things.
Yeah.
But I did get Apple earbuds, but they were wire. But I think it was only $15. And I was like, oh, I'm just... Girl, if these break, I'll just get them over again. By the way, waterproof. I accidentally washed them in the washer, and I thought they was gonna break, and I was like, I'll have to get another one.
You like left them in your pocket or something?
I left them in my pocket.
Okay.
And then I put it in the washer, and I was like, they're probably broken. They're fine.
Really?
Absolutely fine. There's no water in them.
Wow.
These
That's
things
impressive.
are amazing.
Yeah, that's really impressive.
Definitely 5-star.
Yeah.
Waterproof. I'll put that on the thing. Yeah. Guys, update this.
Okay. All right. So let's, last thing we'll do.
Yes.
Oh no, actually two last things. I always forget this one. Mm-hmm. I'm going to ask you for like 5 all-time favorites. Okay. And they can be some of the ones we've already talked about, some bands, artists, that kind of thing. Yeah. But before that, I want to know of something that you like hate musically. Like what song or artist are you like, oh my gosh, that's the worst thing I've ever heard?
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift!
Yeah.
No way!
Sorry.
Why?
I know that's like a really controversial music topic.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think there's probably like a few childhood songs from Taylor Swift.
Okay.
Because of nostalgia, I'll like.
Yeah. Like what? Like Shake It Off and that kind of stuff?
Yes. Obviously. Yeah, that one. Mm-hmm. That's definitely a childhood one I'll take. But like, I don't know. I've never really liked her genre. Mm. And then one, obviously, with her being like demonically weird. Yeah. And everything. That kind of just added on rather than I was going immediate, she's a demon. Yeah. Whatever. But it was just an immediate like, oh, there you go.
What do you mean by that though? Like
it was one concert she had where I think she I forgot. I think it was in the background of her concert that had like demonic symbols on it.
Oh, okay.
I forgot what else there was added on. And then at the same time, like I think her music too, there was like something added on to it. And at the same time, I also go, if this probably sounds like really crunchy of me, why does everyone like her music so much? Mm-hmm. Other than it being... You
think it's like they're like addicted to it in a sense? Like there's something in the music that's drawing them to it?
Yeah, because I feel like they can be with anything. They can be with movies. They can be with music.
Well, because there's almost like a worship. I agree with you on this. In fact, my older daughter...
Lucifer, is like Satan was the angel of music and worship. So
he was a musician,
he would use that. But
yeah, and I've talked with my older daughter because she's a huge Taylor Swift fan, and you know, I'd be lying. I am a big fan too. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah.
But when she did an episode with me years ago, that was one of the topics we talked about, is that there just seems to be like this almost worship of this person. It's like, you can enjoy the music and great, but when you get to a point where you're like, no, Taylor doesn't do anything wrong. If anybody says anything bad about Taylor, then they're evil. Right? Because Taylor is perfect, right? She never does. And it's like, okay, that's a little far, right?
Get weird.
Yeah. It's like, don't do that. Like, I'm not doing that. I think she's not a believer. She's living a lifestyle. A lot of her music is not wholesome.
Yeah.
But if we're going to critique her songwriting or the songs that she's creating, that's a different topic than saying, well, what do you think about her as a person? Right? Like, we can do that with anybody in music, in Hollywood music or even movies or whatever. You say, well, I love this actor, but he's like addicted to heroin and there's a real personal life and he's got
Tom Cruise.
14 girlfriends. Yeah, exactly. I heard Tom Cruise is a jerk.
Scientologist.
Yeah, all that kind of stuff, right? We can get into that, right? Yeah. And that's the kind of things that I'm like, I personally am pretty good at separating the two. Unless it's really, really bad. Oh, yeah. Like if an artist comes out and literally says, yes, I sacrifice animals on the altar to Satan. Or they come out or you find out they've been pedophiles for years or something. Yeah. Stuff like that is like, okay, I'm not going to listen to your music anymore. I'm not going to watch your movies. But for the most part, like, I'm like, it's okay if he's a left-leaning loony or if even if he's an atheist or whatever, that stuff's not going to stop me from listening. Now, if there's a certain song. Oh, yeah. That's like very anti-Christ or very anti that, then no, I'm going to stay away from that song, or whatever. But, but the Taylor Swift thing is fascinating. So is it more her persona that you don't like, or is it like because her music has been so different. I mean, she went from country to pop to rock to like folksy stuff and
her rather than her music.
Okay.
I would say her music as in, it's just not my genre. So I'm not going to judge you for liking her music. Right. It's just her. Yeah. Is that like, this is going to sound, again, so weird. There's just something weird.
Not the right vibes.
Even if I would probably was standing next to it, it'd probably be like, I can't, I feel uncomfortable. Okay. Like, not that I'm judging people on their vibes, are going, you just make me uncomfortable, so like, you're a bad person. Because then that's when you really, what the heck?
Right, right. What if her next album was a nu metal album? Would you check it out?
I'd check it out.
Yeah. What if she nailed it? What if you're like, oh man, this is like female Deftones right here. Something wrong. You start to think maybe you caught the bug and you were getting hooked in there.
Yeah. Because what if, this is a huge concept that I'd probably be like, okay, what is wrong with you? What if she jumps topics, genres to catch everyone? Yeah. Could be. But like, obviously I'm not going to be like.
Could be.
That's it. Yeah. But like, yeah.
Well, she ticked everybody off when she went pop, though. Remember, because she was, I believe, she was literally at the Country Music Awards. She just won the award for Best Album of the Year. I think it was for Red. I think so. Yeah. And then she announces, by the way, I'm not doing country music anymore. From here on out, I'm doing pop music. And everybody's like, what? And then she released the 1989 album, which was very dancey and poppy. And it was like, what is this? But
which, pop is fine. Like I know a lot of pop songs I thoroughly liked as a kid and whatever. Yeah. But like, I don't know. That's so weird. What else is there? I know there's, I know one of her screenwriters, which I think is funny rather than like, what the heck. But like, her screenwriters that she hired definitely used AI for some of them. Because I know there was one album, I forgot which one it was, but I think it was like, the picture was like green and whatever. I think it was her newest one.
Taylor Swift? Yeah. Oh, The Life of a Showgirl?
Yes. Okay. There was one that was called, I think it was like Older Sister, something like that. I thought it was so funny because the lyrics were definitely AI generated of some sort. Oh. Because I was just laughing about it because the way it used it was like, it just went like, I'm a bad girl and whatever, like, no one understands me. I'm like, okay, this is not every older sister because like, it was just funny. It was just funny. I was laughing about it and everything. But that's my thing. It's just her, not her music. Right. Like, there's some things I'll be like, I'm not going to go crazy for or whatever. But like, that's anything. But
it's probably one of those things that if someone were to play you a song that you never heard before and didn't tell you it was Taylor Swift and you're like, oh, this is Jane Smith. It's a new singer. You might be like, oh, I'm digging this. I'm really liking this. Psych, it's actually Taylor Swift. And they're like, oh, now the sour taste in my mouth, kind of thing. Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to do that. Because like, it's be like the same thing with someone being like, I don't like Deftones. So I'm not going to be like, start drooling and then start barking or something like that. Like, going crazy. Yeah. I don't like Chino Moreno.
How dare you?
Yeah. You're like, oh, okay, like, why? Yeah. Like, Yeah. If Swiftie asked me why, like you asked me why, I'm telling you why and everything. Right. I'm not gonna bite your head off.
Some Taylor Swift fans might.
Would.
Because they're crazy.
Yes.
All right, so let's do a top 5. Can you do a top 5?
Top 5.
Favorite? Yeah.
Like songs or songwriters?
Artists.
Artists?
Yeah.
Well, I kind of like maybe, but like I'll go over them again.
Yeah, let's go over them again.
All time, pretty much, I'll do 1 to 5. Probably. Okay. So like all time would be Deftones, absolutely.
So number 1's being the best.
Yes.
Okay.
Then Cigarettes After Sex or CAS. Okay. Second favorite.
CAS is the acronym.
Abbreviation. Because I don't like to say the full name. They're like, okay, you just sound weird. What do you mean?
It sounds like you were saying the music doesn't really represent the name very well.
Yeah. No, it honestly does not. Mm-hmm. But them. I love CAS, and then it go to Arctic Monkeys because that's like just the music is so good. Yeah. And then it'd probably be then like that's 3. Yeah.
That's 3.
And that'd be it'd be definitely like Radiohead, and then probably Nirvana. I'd say. Yeah, that's kind of literally the whole list of what.
Radiohead, Nirvana.
Yeah.
Okay.
I listened to some of The Cure. My dad went crazy.
Oh, I love The Cure.
Yeah. Yeah. My dad. Yeah. My dad went crazy when I told my grandma. My grandma was actually asking me the same thing because she bought me a, not a poster. I forgot what it's called. Yeah. It's like a fabric you hang on the wall and whatever of like a band cover, album cover. I forgot what it's called.
Okay.
Something like that. I forgot what it's called again. But it's like a sheer fabric. You'd put like album covers, like hang it on the wall. Yeah. And drape. I forgot what it's called again.
It's like a
tapestry.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so...
Of what group was it?
It was Deftones.
Deftones, okay.
I forgot what the album is called, but it has one of my favorite songs, Minerva, in it. Okay. But yeah, so she bought me that, but she was asking me, and I was like, oh yeah. She was like, you like The Cure? And I was like, I like some of The Cure. I obviously not all of it. As in, like, I haven't listened to all of their songs yet. Yeah. And my dad literally, like, spun around and was like, you listen to The Cure? And I was like, yeah, I listened to most, like, their songs for, like, a year or 2 now. He's like, I never heard that. And I was like, but because you never asked.
Is he a fan? Yeah. Is that why he was surprised? Okay.
Yeah, he was, back then, it was always The Cure, Evanescence.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
All, like, other songs. I don't know the bands, but, like, there's specific other songs that were, like, the emo music or whatever. Or nice. The sad, broken up girlfriend songs.
Okay. Okay, so lastly, I usually ask for, like, 2 or 3 songs. Mm-hmm. Are you good with song titles? Or yeah. Okay.
If it's Deftones, I'm going to know every song.
Okay, so let's start with Deftones then. Give me 2 or 3 favorites.
I really like...
you already said Minerva.
Probably the top one, Minerva. Okay. Milk off the Madonna. Which is one of their songs from...
Milk of the Madonna?
Yes.
Okay.
Or is that, I think it's...
Interesting title.
And then... I forget what the other one is. Like, I think it's Infinite Constellation or something like that. Okay. It's in the same album of that one. And then I really like Cherry Waves. But yeah, obviously I'm going to go through all the songs.
Yeah, you probably have a lot of favorites with them.
Yeah. It's like CAS. Yeah. I really like... their new one, I guess, no, not their new one, that's a different one. I really like K. Really,
K, like the letter K?
It's called K. Okay. The song is about a girl called, named, Kristen. Okay. Kristen? I think it's Crystal. I think it's Kristen. And everything. And then, I really like, my favorite is Apocalypse, and I know that's the, like, top one, but, like, it literally is, like, one of the theme songs for some of my characters. Oh, okay. In my, like, my show idea I plan on making. Oh, okay. And everything, so it's, like, they're, if that makes sense, like, I devoted that song to them mentally. Right. And everything, 2 characters. Okay. But, yeah, so there's those, and then for, Arctic Monkeys, I really like Knee Socks. Mm-hmm. That one's so good.
Knee Socks.
Yeah. Okay. It definitely sounds weird, but I just love the song. I know, but I'm like, that just sounds so weird.
Well, knee socks is what we used to wear in the 80s, so that was the cool thing to wear in the 80s. You know, you get your socks pulled up to your kneecaps, and you know,
but yeah, I love that one. And then Radiohead. I really like the ones that have like this cinematic sound to it. Okay. I know, movie exit.
Yeah, I think it's Exit.
Oh, movie Exit, yeah. Soundtrack or something like that. Yeah. That one, amazing. What's the other one? Oh, it's like, oh, dang, no. This is like my favorite. I need to find it. Like, I can't even like skip over it. Everything in its right place. That one's also really good.
Okay.
Dang. Where is it? Oh, there you go. That's Crystal Ship. How to Disappear Completely.
Oh, yeah.
That's
a good song.
Favorite of Radiohead.
Yeah.
My favorite. I had started making like an animation, like a small clip animation on it and everything. I got rid of it because it took forever, but yeah, that one from them. And then to Nirvana, I really like Dumb.
Oh, me too.
Dumb is awesome.
Yeah, I like that song too. I like to sing it all the time though because it makes me feel depressed. I think I'm dumb. You know, it's just like wait, no, I don't.
I actually played that in the car and I'd just sing it, and Zeke all like, in my passenger seat, like, okay.
Yeah, he's like, this is depressing.
And then Aneurysm.
Okay.
So good. I love Aneurysm.
That's kind of a crazy one.
I was gonna say, I don't know if that one's popular or not.
No.
I just threw on songs.
That one was on the in Incesticide. That was like on their B-sides.
Really?
Yeah, I believe so. Aneurysm?
Yeah, and it was this song.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one. Sorry. Yeah, it's just Incesticide. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I love that one.
Yeah.
And then what was one did I say? What was the last one?
The last one
was Nirvana.
It was Nirvana. Yeah, you got them all.
Nirvana, yeah.
You nailed it.
And then I also really listen to a lot of Pierce the Veil, but that's more like
heavy, isn't it?
Oh no.
Kind of screamy?
No. It's more like it's like these kind of stuff. Oh wait. It's like no, this one's actually a horrible reference to Steve. It was a horrible reference.
You picked like there's one slow song.
Yeah. This is my favorite. They're my favorite of theirs. Like,
okay.
So I'll have to show you. And they start singing.
Oh, that's like.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, I like their songs. So good.
Okay.
And everything. And then Smashing Pumpkins. Those are like smaller ones.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
What's some of your favorites there?
Most popular, Butterfly with Wings.
Bullet with Butterfly Wings?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mayonnaise.
Okay.
Quiet. Quiet's my favorite of them.
Nice.
Yeah. I love Quiet.
Yeah.
Literally, I've screamed.
Yeah, see, and I know you keep saying, I know it's popular,
because that's like
I know, and people are like, oh, you're such a
poser.
Yeah, right.
Poser.
It's like sometimes their popular songs are their best ones. It's just true, you know. But like my favorite Smashing Pumpkin song is Disarm, which is also a really popular song that they had a music video for the whole thing, and that's my favorite one. But yeah,
I think that's like one thing because I know Zeke like will always be like, yeah, that's their most popular song, and they're always like, oh,
yeah.
Am I a poser now?
But it's like we're trained to do that, right? Like, oh, is it really? Like, I want to like the one that's not real popular.
I want to be unique.
But like, why? Why can't we just like what we like?
Yeah.
You know? And it's like, there's a reason it's the most popular song, because it's really good.
Yeah. Yeah. And so everyone's going to probably like it.
Right.
I think.
Yeah.
What else is there? Dude, I used to listen to David a lot. You know David? The David case?
One that just got
the one that just
girl
got
and a dead girl in his... Yeah.
I used to listen to him all the time. Yeah. I loved his music.
Is that singing or rap? Is he a rapper or a singer?
He's a singer.
Okay.
I obviously like took all his music off my playlist because like I don't want to deal with that.
You don't want to deal with a murderer?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. But did you know I'm pretty sure he got sorry, I'm gonna like get into this, but like he got accepted for death penalty.
Yeah.
So
yeah. You like that?
That was
okay.
I am not a person for murder, but some things we deserve.
But you're for the death penalty?
Yeah. Personally, I think, well, one, that's crazy. The fact, obviously, a lot of people have been murdered and they only get like 25 years in prison.
Yeah.
But like, and at the same time, with why do humans get allowed to judge other humans when God should be the only one to judge?
I am pro death penalty.
Yeah.
But I would hate to be the guy that has to flip the switch, because I would feel like I'd be doing the killing.
Be murdered, yeah.
Like I'm putting myself in God's place, because I'm like, God could strike that guy down whenever he wants.
Yeah.
But I also don't think God is against the death penalty. Yeah. Right? Like, I mean, he told people in the Bible to stone people to death or whatever. Yeah, right. Yeah. Exactly.
He burnt like Babylon, like all the places. Yeah. But obviously this is by our own hands.
Right. Which is difficult.
We all kind of had it coming.
Yeah.
So,
all right.
But yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah, those are kind of like all the... Yeah. Another band, What's a Heart? So good.
What's a Heart?
What's a Heart, literally.
Like, what is a heart? Like a question?
Like, what's a heart?
What's a heart?
Yeah, full word. That's
I've never heard of that.
So good. I love their songs. It's definitely like, I think it technically would be considered rock, but it's definitely more the like you can't barely hear their voice while they're singing and everything.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I really like their music. Zeke likes their music too.
Okay.
But yeah, definitely, I love their songs.
Cool. All right, we're gonna get into political stuff now.
All right.
You feel like you have strong political opinions, or are you kind of so-so?
I'm not actually like into politics when it comes to that. I'm more of just like literally my whole thing is literally my politics is for the Lord, as like okay, of course anyone's is, but like I try not to get into it because I actually what was my political like awakening was actually when Charlie Kirk died, and I was like, okay, this is getting depressing. Obviously, rest in peace.
Yeah, that sucked.
Genuinely. Yeah. But also at the same time, I was like in it. Like I was going like, oh, this guy. Yeah. And listening to everyone, getting upset, getting angry. Like I was really like emotional, as in like I get angry. Like, oh, that random lady arguing with this one guy is an absolute idiot, and she makes me so mad. Right. It's just a random civilian on Instagram, by the way. Yeah. But like
you're talking about like those videos where like people have a microphone and they're talking to people in public.
Yeah. And then like or like political talks with like random people on like podcasts on Instagram, or like look at the news or something that happened. Trump, blah blah blah, ICE, whatever. Yeah. And then when Charlie Kirk died, I was like, wow, because I personally accidentally saw the actual video of him getting shot.
I did too, by accident. The day it happened.
I was just scrolling, by the way, and
the
art side of it, and I was like, oh, it's Charlie Kirk.
Right.
Death what? And then I was like, oh.
When I saw it, they hadn't even announced death yet.
Really?
But when I saw the video and I was talking to my cousin, he's like, oh, he said he got shot in the neck and he's up in whatever, and he's in the hospital, and I said, dude, I saw the video by accident. I didn't mean to see the video. I wish I didn't see the video. But I said, if he survives that, that's going to be a total act of God. Yeah. Because when you watch that video, you think to yourself, there is no way anybody could ever survive what just happened right there. There's no way. There was just so much blood and so fast, and like obviously hit a main artery or something, but it was just gnarly. Yeah. I was messed up for a few days after that, after like seeing that video.
Yeah. I was like, messed up for like the day, and then after I was like, that's when I finally was like, after seeing him die, literally seeing the death video, or at least one of them, because I know there's so many.
Because then they started analyzing it, right, like all the different angles and
but all the uncensored versions and everything. But I was like, I can't do this anymore with the like saying political like things and whatever, and not even going with like I'm too young or whatever. It was just more like like I'm getting too into it, because it was also the time where my dad was like crazy for especially Charlie Kirk. Like it was like everything political. There was only conversation was political or biblical, and obviously like it's better now. But like my dad would literally piss me off so bad. But like
because you guys disagreed?
No, it was just like
he was talking about conversation. Oh, okay.
And so, but like at the time that was the only thing we would talk about. But then I started straying away from it, just going, I just want not where I'm gonna be blind and going like, oh, look, I don't want to hear it. Or like, oh, I don't want to hear reality. Because there's reality, you have to deal with it either way. Yeah. But like, where you're like, I don't want to get addicted or stuck into that.
Because it can be an idol. Yeah. You know, you can get so caught up in it that it's all you think about.
Like all the grandmas where they're always on the news. You're like, I've never seen you once without the news off the TV. Right. Because that was my grandma and then one of my friend's grandma, where you're like, this is just uncomfortable just watching the news. Like, obviously, it's the news, so you have to know something about the world, but like...
Right. Well, okay, so the problem I have, especially in the last year or so, is that when I watch the news, I don't care what source, what outlet it's coming from. I don't know if what I'm seeing is true.
Yeah,
that's what's hard for me, because I have a hard time taking a stand on something if I don't even know if I'm seeing the full video, if I'm seeing if this is doctored, if there's an agenda behind this, and the right and the left both do it. Yeah, like, exactly.
Change someone's words or the situation.
Yes, especially, and that's scary.
What was it? Was it BBC that was doing that a lot, or Fox?
I think they all do it.
Obviously.
It's sad now.
But like the main where you're like, I can definitely tell you cut a lot, because like, well, we just jumped from this to this. Yeah. But yeah, no.
Well, they'll show a video, and this is a classic example I use, but this is one I actually saw. They'll show a video of like, you know, ICE agents tackling an old lady or something. And that's all they show.
I had to do a documentary on that for the film class.
Oh, really?
Ice, but it was against it.
Of course.
My teammate chose it, and I was like,
yeah.
I'm for ICE when it comes to like controlling immigrants, because like my personal thing, it's kind of hard because one, I don't care who comes in the country, but when you give them like benefits that not even real like documented Americans, like how come they get more benefits than me?
Right.
But I'm not gonna be like I'm better than them. It's like why?
Well, that would be the reason why there's a process to come into the country, right?
Yeah.
And if they go through the right channels.
Yeah, and of course, like the concept of, yes, there are bad ICE agents, yes, there are bad police, yes, there's bad. Like there's bad, everyone's sinful. There's going to be someone bad in that community. Like at least 1 out of 10, 1 out of 3, at least. Yeah. But when we're saying one person and then going, everyone is bad, because that can be for anyone. One Christian can cause the heartbreak of, like church hurt, whatever, or it could be a few, or it could be the whole church, but it's not the Lord, or whatever. Right. But it's kind of like the same thing where like we had to do that, but it was like every ICE agent, literally the whole video, by the way, everyone that we interviewed, because we had to interview people, I always said, can I say profanity? And we're like, like, what? And it was just F ICE after every single interview. Of course. It was like, is this scripted? Like, why does everyone say this?
The slogan.
Yeah. And I was like, okay, that's fine. But like, I personally, that's why like it wasn't even like, oh, I'm for ICE or against it. It was just like, I didn't want to talk about it.
Well, it's an interesting thing, right? People say F ICE, when in reality, ICE is just doing what they're told to do. Yeah. So if you want to be mad at somebody, be mad at the person who's controlling all of that. Yeah. But even then, like and I've talked to lots of people on here about this, but I mean, like, what's the reason they're upset? And it's usually because, oh, my uncle was living here illegally, and they deported him, and now I'm so mad. And I'm like, well, okay, but let's talk about, like, let's get away from the personal side of it and say, do you think that we should just have open borders and let everybody come over here? Oh, no, of course not. You're like, but then why do you think it's okay for your uncle to do it?
Because we're, what is the word? Entitled.
Right.
It's my life. It's my family.
Yeah. Right.
And everything.
Right.
Like, yeah. That's the thing. I think, what else was there? I know there's one. It was just like, all that topic is like so annoying with people, because you're like, you can't even have a civil conversation about it without at that point. Yeah. Like, or getting.
Well, and I make this critique, and people critique me about it. Yeah. But I will usually say that's usually on the left. Like, it's hard to have a conversation about anything that matters with somebody on the left, because they'll usually resort to name calling, la la. I've even seen videos where they're like, la 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 la. It's like, how old are you? You're acting like a 5-year-old. Does that mean you don't have an answer to the question I'm asking you? Like, all you can say is la 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 la. Like, you're out here picketing this. You're defending something. You're fighting against something. You should have good reasons why you're doing so. Yeah. And you don't, which is why you resort to making fun of me and calling me names, right? I don't see a lot of that on the right. You know what I'm saying? Like,
of course there are bad or crazy people on the right.
Of course.
There could also be people that are okay on the left. Right. It's either or. Sure. That's why I say, if you want to like understand where I lean, it's probably more right, but I don't like to say I'm purely Republican or purely right. Yeah. I'm not even a middleist. It's like, I'm just not non-denominational, if that even makes sense.
But I mean, there's just main things you could ask to kind of determine that. Like, most people on the right are pro-life, right?
Yeah,
they're,
which definitely I am.
Yeah, see, and that's kind of how you determine that. But I understand not wanting to necessarily identify with that, because there's people on the far right that are lunatics. MAGA. Right. Crazy. And I don't want to associate myself with that per se, and think that you think I'm some white supremacist or something that's saying crazy things. Yeah. But I don't think that's the majority of Republicans. Yeah. Just like I don't think the majority of the left
is a bunch of crazy,
are the wackadoodles that are out in the street saying crazy things. You know, those are the people that get the screen time, because the news is trying to get viewers. It's like, oh, look at this, listen to this lady ranting about how Trump's a Nazi and all kind of stuff. Yeah,
most places, I feel like most like left people, obviously it can be right as well. Obviously anything can be anything, but like they always get it from like the news or TikTok, but there's never personal research that I found. Yes. And it's always like, okay, I can do the same. I know I've done the same, but I've like personally tried to fix that, where I'm going to do my own research or not go with mommy and daddy said.
Right.
And everything. Like the same thing with my relationship with the Lord.
Sure.
Like, I've finally grown out of the stage where I'm not doing what mommy and daddy said and have my own beliefs. Like there's some things I disagree with my parents, some things I agree with my parents.
Right.
Some things I've actually I'm not saying in a prideful, like, I'm better than my dad. I've actually corrected my dad one time. Yeah. And everything with a belief. I think it was, I forgot what it was about. It was like about a zealousness and whatever. Oh, okay. And so I actually like, I personally like told him anything. I was like, technically, and I actually changed his view on it. Yeah. But like, and he said to you, hey, thank you for, see, that's awesome though. Yeah. Cause I'd always be scared that I'm like, do I know what I'm saying? Yeah. But so see, prideful people would, even when they're like, corrected, just shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. Get away from me. You know what I mean? Go back to someone that can receive correction, that's a good quality. Definitely. Especially when you, like said, have a civil conversation, even with the opposite side. Right. I think I've had like one friend who was definitely, she was technically trans guy, but like we had a genuine conversation. So biological female that identifies as male? Yeah. Okay. And everything. We had a conversation about that. But actually, it was really funny because she also, she was chilling after she actually said she used her dead name. Dead naming, yeah. But she didn't, I wasn't me dead naming her. She was like, oh, this is me. And everything. But I was like, usually most trans people will not use their dead name. Right. But I was like, I'm glad you're chill enough with me to use your, like, when they get upset name. When you use it. Like, well, even if you're not meaning to be mean, you know. No, I didn't want to, like, I think I did that with everything. Everything, and she was like, oh, yeah. But she only called by her biological name. I'm like, okay, I'm glad you guys are chill about it. Like, I'm so confused. Right, right. Like, that's one thing. Like, they were decently chill about that. Okay. But, like, I know there's a lot of extremists, if that makes sense. Yeah. 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 That makes sense. And again, that's what we see on the news, right? You see the person in the restaurant that's yelling and screaming because the worker there called him sir or something when he's wearing a dress, but very obviously a man, but trying to wear, and he said, oh, excuse me, sir. And the person loses their mind. Excuse me? What did you say? Did you call me sir? And of course the voice like, excuse me, how dare you call me sir? You know, and it's like, well, sorry, you know. Yeah. That's always what I feel like scared in public. Because there's like specific groups that will come out on specific movies. I'm always like, I gotta serve. What do I say? I'm just gonna say hello. You're not gonna say sir, ma'am, nothing. Right. Hi. Yeah, just play it safe, right? Because I'm not trying to make anybody mad. Yeah, I have no intention of that, but I also am not gonna play your game either. Yeah. And leave reality just so you feel better. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I mean, I work with a trans person. Yeah. And they're great. Yeah. We have conversations all the time. We talk all the time. Yeah. They're awesome. But I use their name when I'm addressing them. I don't say he or she or not, and I'm very careful about it because I don't want to offend, but I also don't want to be false. Yeah. So I just avoid it entirely. Yeah. You know? No, that makes sense. So yeah. And I'll call them whatever name they want. I don't care if they're a female that is using a male name. I don't. A name is a name. Yeah. Right? I don't care. There's plenty of names that go both ways. Yeah. You know, I've known girls named Chris and guys named Chris. I've known, you know, guys named Joe and girls named Joe. Like it's just like there's a bunch that go both ways anyway. Yeah. So who cares? You know. So it's just Yeah. But usually, so especially because I like to ask this because you're so young. You're like I said, you're just getting ready to kind of go out into, you know, do your thing out in the world, you know. Yeah. What kind of things at your age are you concerned about? Like when you look at the world and like going out into, I assume one day getting married, having children, like what kind of concerns do you have with the way the world is? AI. I'm terrified of it. Okay. In what way? There's not like genuinely as when you're like, oh, I'm scared of a person kind of scared. It's more like it's weird because AI is such a weird thing. The fact it can think without thinking, it's alive without being alive. Yeah. Obviously, it's a person who programmed it. Right. But so it's not like it came out of nowhere. Yeah. But it can organize its own thoughts in a way that without being sentient. Right. And at the same time we all keep like adapting. So like AI is probably going to adapt with us as we get smarter, honestly, just devolving at this point. But like at the same time of being in the film realm, I've seen what AI can do in film, And I genuinely was like, when I saw, I think it was technically a meme on like Harry Potter, but it was like fashion and everything. But like the framing and the colors were insanely good, and it made me so scared. It was like, yeah. And it looked really real, other than obviously the AI look and then the like off mouth like talk.
Yeah, see, and that's kind of to our advantage at this point, right?
Yeah,
because
that's the one thing we
have. You can almost always tell right now.
Yeah.
But they're constantly making it better. And what's it going to look like 10 years from now?
Yeah.
That's freaky.
Yeah, that's like one thing. That's why I go like, either my film career could either absolutely drop because of AI or go crazy because, you know, how a lot of people are against AI. Mostly for economic things, which I go is stupid either way. Like, personally, they're like, it takes all the water. I get that. I totally get that. But in Revelations, you know, the water's going to dry up, go bitter.
Right.
Earth is going to be, like, going to die in some sort of way, either way.
Yeah.
AI can't prevent that or make that faster.
Right.
It's going to happen.
Yeah, AI can't tell the Lord what to do.
Yeah. And it's not going to, like, unless obviously it is in the concept, but like, it's not over God in the way that it can change time in a way, if that makes sense. So like, I like, that's a faulty argument, but obviously some people obviously don't believe in the like Lord in that way, so like the Bible is to be like, that's just a horrible argument. Makes sense, and I totally understand that, but like I personally, on the artist side, because like with art, when it's drawing, film, like literally anything with AI and the creative side, like writing, I was like, AI should not be in that. I think AI is okay in a decent way when it comes to like not construction, because AI can make faults. It's as faulty as a human can be. But like, it can be helpful in different ways.
Oh yeah,
way different ways.
Totally.
Like, obviously, like, it can take people's jobs, but like, it can also be super useful, in many different areas. But I personally don't believe it has any sort of place in art. Because
in art,
okay. In the art like area,
because it's not really you doing it then, right? You're kind of cheating in that sense.
Yeah, that, and then also at the same time it steals. Yeah, it takes it takes the human knowledge. Its knowledge can go as far as the human's knowledge can, but it also takes the art from many different people, put it together to make something. Yeah. So it's not it making art; you're just stealing. Right. So, but yeah, that too, and I hate it when AI artists call themselves artists. It's so annoying. You're like, you didn't even touch anything other than the enter button. That's all you press was the enter button.
There probably is somewhat of an art to it.
Oh no, definitely.
But it's definitely
sort of writing.
But it's not that creative, right?
Maybe writing, maybe coding. But
like if I say create a picture of my family that's made to look like a Michelangelo painting, right? I'd have that, right? Yeah. But that's way different than what Michelangelo did on the Sistine Chapel, right? Like, that's insane. Like, he did that. Yeah. Like, Jesus did that. Yeah. That takes way more talent and skill than I do just saying, hey, make this on it, right? There's, it's not even comparable. Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's one thing I'm definitely afraid of. Yeah. And I think also, money, obviously, that's like everyone's fear. But like,
financial concern.
Getting like, everything's getting more expensive. But like, personally, if my career goes well as I hope, I don't think I'd be struggling as much. But if it doesn't, definitely will. But we're gonna obviously, like I said, going to heaven, I won't have debt in heaven. But like, still, I'm not. I've always had this for like a while. I'm not crazy for having kids, but I'm also not against having kids. Like, I'm okay having kids, and I'm okay if I don't have kids.
Oh, okay. You're kind of neutral on it?
Yeah. Okay. Like, I'm fine with whatever. I know I'd be happy either way. Like, I'd be happy with kids. I'd be happy without
But it's not a make or break for you. It's like when you meet the guy you're going to marry and you guys are talking about
No, I definitely want to get married. But
right. But like when he says, I definitely want children, or I definitely don't want children. Yeah. It doesn't matter either way. You'd still marry him. Yeah. Okay.
Obviously, it's still ask, bro, like, why doesn't he want kids? Right. If it's like, oh, I hate kids, I'd be like, okay, I don't know how I feel about that. Or I'd be like, I just don't want them. Or like, if it's, oh, it's in the way, or if we can't afford, like, money, say that doesn't go well, I totally understand that. If you're going to just say, like, kids are disgusting, and be like,
yeah, anybody says kids are disgusting, I'm like, that's kind of like, I don't know.
That's a built-in online thing where it gets fed to them, and then they start believing. Right. I personally, like, What do you mean you don't like kids?
Well, it's funny. I work with people sometimes, and we have kids come in the library all the time, obviously, and a kid's throwing a tantrum or they're doing whatever. Parents' fault. That's what I say, but this person that has no kids, that's why I'm glad I don't have kids. Yeah. I said, I got 4 of them, and they don't act like that.
Yeah, it's always the parent's fault. Yeah. But I personally will be disgusted by the kid, but I'm also going, what? Can you get a control of your, rat? I swear. Yeah. It's screaming and rolling around on the floor. Yeah. It's like, what the heck? But at the same time,
letting him express himself. They just want to make sure
little
he's,
Johnny,
right.
Little Johnny, I'm going to go get him ice cream after so he stops crying.
Yeah, right. That's a good idea. Yeah, reward the bad behavior. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Like the what's it called? Gentle parenting. Yeah. Like the actual concept where they're like no parenting at this point, no discipline. Yeah. So like I'm not an abuse person, but like I'm definitely for discipline. Yes. Like we have discipline when it comes to like literally anything.
Yeah, because that kid's gonna grow up. Yeah. And he's gonna have discipline. You can't do whatever you want in the world, or you're gonna get arrested. You're gonna get in trouble. Like all these things, right?
Yeah. Reality has boundaries.
Yeah. You're going to create some entitled little kid who's going to be like, what do you mean I can't drive 95 on the freeway?
Karens.
My parents let me do that. It's like, well, sorry, buddy. Here's a ticket for $500,
Yeah. So, like, I'm not like, that would be just weird. Like, I don't get that I don't like kids. Obviously, there's some people who genuinely don't like kids because they don't like kids, which I won't. But, like, when you're going, ugh, like this, but okay, those situations, those are the parents' fault. Right. The way, obviously, you can tell the parents are, like, genuine, like, horrible people at this point. They should not have been parents. Like, actually, genuinely, the other day, no, it was yesterday, I went to go get ice cream with Joy and everything. We went to go get ice cream with Zeke and Lila and Joy. Yeah. Went to the one by Sprouts. And everything.
Oh, that Machoachacan, whatever. I don't say it right.
I love it there.
Really?
Ice cream, such good ice cream.
Okay, go ahead. I'll tell you my story in a minute, but go ahead. You tell me.
No.
Tell me about it.
We went there, and then we started walking out with their ice cream and whatever. Then we randomly hear, like, this person, like, revving their truck. But, like, I forgot what it's called, but they throw smoke. And like, smog in there.
Like, coming out of the exhaust?
Yeah, like, they're in place, like...
Yeah, like idling and getting the... Yeah.
And so he was throwing smoke, but like I was thinking maybe he's racing, maybe he's just being funny or trying to piss people off, period. Yeah. But then someone behind him like gets out of the car and starts like cursing at him, throwing like fingers and everything.
Oh, like they're ready to fight or what?
Yeah, like flipping him off. I'm like, what is going on?
It's just right over here by like Home Depot?
By Walmart, like by Walmart, yeah.
Okay, down there.
So like literally right in front of it, and we were like, Joy wanted to watch, so we were like, we're just gonna watch. So we start watching. We're like, what's going on?
Joy wanted to watch.
Yes. Her excuse, by the way, was she's an
EMT.
EMT.
She might need to bust in there and help out,
And I was like, oh yeah.
Hey, got a broken nose, sir? Let's call it.
It's not because we're metichos. We just want to watch. And so we were watching, and so then this guy comes out of his truck. He's like 16 or 17, 18, that range. And I'm like, it's little like he's tiny, like compared to Zeke. Yeah, it's probably 18, but like, what is he doing? And then
but the guy on the bike was an older guy.
The guy
on a motorcycle.
No, he was like in a truck.
Oh, in a truck that was revving.
Like a Ram. Oh. And another guy was in like some sort of Ford Explorer or something like that. And then the other guy, the like grown adult that was flipping him off and everything, starts charging at him. And then his wife also comes out of the car holding a 5-month-old, by the way.
Gosh.
And she starts like screaming and then recording and going crazy. But she also stands in front of the truck. And I was like, realistically,
holding the baby.
Holding the 5-month-old. By the way, she was screaming like, he's 5 months old, just 5 months old. But I was like, if you care about your 5-month-old, this 18-year-old, obviously he looks so confused. Yeah. But like, he could be just in the moment, I'm going to kill you. Right. I'm going to run you over.
Yeah, who knows who you're dealing with.
You never know.
Right.
And you're just, baby. Yeah. Like, you should not be parents. Right. Like, what the heck are you doing?
Yeah, but those kind of situations to me are so, because it takes two, right? It takes two people. Mm-hmm. Like, if I cut some guy off in a parking lot, or some guy cuts me off, and he flips me off, sorry. Yeah. That's it. Yeah. Then it's over. We go our separate ways, and that's it. Maybe he has a story to tell his wife that night, oh, some idiot, cut me off in the parking lot. That's it. Yeah. But if I get out of my car and I start flipping him off back and we start yelling and screaming, who knows where that's going to lead? People die that way. Yeah. It's like you're going to die over somebody cutting you off in the parking lot. Really? Yeah. Now your kids don't have a dad. All this stuff. You died young because you have a hot temper. Just say sorry. Even if you're not at fault. Yeah. Just say, hey, man, sorry about that. Not trying to start anything. have a good day.
Yeah, I told
Jesus loves you. See you later.
I told my mom, and she actually was like, you guys are like, what they is like for us watching? She's like, what if they had a gun? You just standing there. And I was like, right. I mean, we looked away just in case he got mad at us for looking. Literally,
what are you looking at?
The guy turned around. We literally went like, turned around. We're like, oh, we're not looking at you.
Were you guys in the ice cream place still, or were you outside of it?
Oh, we were outside in front of it, but it was like, we were decently far away.
Okay.
Or whatever. But I was like, it was so funny. Lila decided she was just going to stare at the guy while eating. And I was like, why didn't you turn around? And then I was like, I thought it was so funny. I was like, wow, road rage brings us together as a community, because everyone just started talking to each other. Like, this random old, like, grandma came and she was like, why are they mad? Yeah. She's all like, why are they mad? What happened? And I was like, I think he broke checked him. I said, she had no idea what broke checked mean, by the way. And I was like, and she was like, what does that mean? And Joy was like, he broke on him. And she was like, oh. And so we were just all like as a group in line. We were like, what's going on? You guys unified. It was like the Fellowship of the Ring. But it was like, I was like, road rage brings us together as a community. And everything. But, it was so weird. But that's just, people get mad over the most random things. I don't know what the kid did. I don't know who's in the wrong, but I still go like, glad the kid is safe. I'm glad that baby is safe. And I'm scared for that baby if she's going to throw him around or whatever like that. So how did it end? They just got back in their cars and drove away? Yeah. Okay. Literally, like... No blows thrown or nothing? Almost. Yeah. The adult, the, like, grown adult, like, guy, by the way, they're both white. He comes up and stands in the window, puts his face in the window towards the kid and everything, like the 18-year-old in the truck. And I was like, realistically, you were touching his property and getting his face. Right. You were, like, harassing him. Yeah. Obviously, he probably was being some sort of a-hole for you to get mad. It makes me wonder how it started. That's why. We didn't even know. Do they know each other already? I don't know. Or was it really just like a fender bender in the parking lot or something? He had no damage on his car. There was no crash. All at least I heard and saw was like he's just throwing smoke up in the air. So I'm wondering if he just started doing that for fun. And then they were like, it's my 5-year-old. You're smoking at my car even though the windows were closed and something like that. I was wondering if that was it, but like... Yeah, I'm so worried about my 5-year-old that I'm going to get out and hold him in front of the car. Yeah. Okay. Wow. But then the couple with the kid just drove away. And then the kid like got out of the car and then went back in and was like scared because he started charging at him. And then they drove away and I was like, what the heck? Yeah, see, I worry about my kids with that kind of stuff. Yeah. Like, I mean, I guess like my girls, not so much, but like, boys can be hotheads sometimes. And I think about like my older ones when they are driving or something. If somebody like gets mad at you and flips you off or something, are you going to be the kind of kid that's just like, oh, sorry? Or are you going to be like, screw you, man, and get out of the car and like start? It's like, don't do that. Just don't do that. You don't know who you're dealing with. I mean, I grew up, my dad was that guy. Oh. I grew up listening to my dad yell and scream at people out the windows while he's driving. I mean, I never saw him get in an actual fight or anything. Yeah. But looking back on it, I'm like, dude, that's like, and it still went into his adult, I mean, he's in his 70s now, and it still does that. And I think you're driving, and sometimes he's driving around with my children. And I'm like, Dad, what if you say that to somebody and you happen to tick off the wrong guy? This guy's maybe he woke up that morning, he's just over life. He doesn't care if he lives or dies. He's got a pistol. Always carries a gun. And that's the one day, that's the guy you're going to yell at, and he's going to get out of his car and come blow you all away. And then my kids either have to witness that or they're going to be killed in the crossfire just because you can't let some guy be a bad driver. Just let him be a bad driver. That was my grandpa. Not with the road rage, but like my grandpa like went to jail like 700 times at this point. Wow. But he was the kind of person like he got his like watch stolen by an inmate or something like that. He used to be in like not a gang exactly. It was more like I don't know, a group or something like that. Yeah. But he got his watch stolen from my grandma who gave to him. And he like literally got out of jail, by the way. Literally every single thing that he got out of jail, he would go like get himself a jail again. But maybe he liked the food in there or something. He honestly the free living, but so like he got his watch stolen, so then he went to go kill like that person who stole the watch. He got caught immediately. But he got caught like, trying to kill the guy? Like he didn't even get to the person's house. He got pulled like not pulled over, but picked up. Okay. But like that was him like the smallest thing. Like if I understand the watch, but like it's a watch. Obviously his sentimental value for my grandma, but like you're gonna kill someone with that. Right. Like someone stole my phone. I'm going to John Wick your whole family. Yeah. Yeah. Like
Right.
Like, that's the thing. It's like, you never know like that. Like, could have been my grandpa who decided, you know, I'm just going to stab you.
Yeah.
Just in case.
Yeah. It's so just funny. Easier just to...
Yeah. My grandpa was such a nice person, too. But
really?
When it comes to, like that, like, he genuinely would have, like, if he ever, for some reason, he passed away, but, like, he ever, like, came to church, he'd probably genuinely be such a chill guy. But then, like, when it comes to things like that, it'd be, like, crazy. Yeah. But, yeah.
He'd be the guy you want on your team if anybody's trying to go against you. Absolutely. Yes. He'd probably go to jail for literally anyone. Yeah. He was that kind of guy. But, like, like, I've gotten into, not road rage, but, like, I haven't... It's more like it was happening to me kind of thing. Like, you mean people are getting mad at you, you mean?
Yeah. Okay. I've been broke checked or, like, whatever. Usually a lot of people, I don't know if it's the way I drive because I don't speed.
Well, usually when you get brake check, it's because you're following too closely behind somebody. They're like, why are you riding my butt?
Car gap. Okay. Or if I'm riding up on them, it's because they're going 20 miles per hour to 45. Oh, yeah. Then I'm like, okay, I'm going to go around you. Yeah. And so then I'll do that, go around. But then they'll speed up and then probably
don't you hate that?
Cut me off. Too.
It's like, what are you doing?
It's always coming after work. I come off at work at 11. Yeah. Like at night. And so like they'll always be like going 20 miles cruising. I had literally the last time I went to work, he was going like 20 miles in the 45 around 50. I'll go like 5 over the speed limit. That's the most. And I don't go like any higher. Yeah. But like, I was like, this guy's slow. And he's booming music, got white LEDs under his car, low rider. And I'm like, you're annoying. So I go out and I'm going to go past him, speeds up, revs. And then I'm like, I'm not trying to race you, and I'm also not trying to road rage. You're just slow. So I'm letting you do your thing rather than riding your butt all the time. Right. And so then the other guy that I was behind to speed up, he brake checks me. And I was like, what is going on? Like, I don't even get it. I don't even get it. Like, people are so dumb. Yeah. I haven't, like, gotten, like, yelled at. Yeah. If anything, I'll get, like, yelled at. It's because, like, the one time I was going to, like, Little Walmart, and I was crossing. But I'm crossing, like, this thing right here.
Driving or walking? Right here.
I'm just, like, no, like, walking. I'm literally just walking. Yeah. And crossing the thing to go to Walmart. He's all the way right here. I'm, like, right here. Like, this tiny. Yeah. He can see me. There's no way, like. Yeah. And so I'm crossing. He comes up, almost hits me. But, like, he's looking up and everything. Huh. And he's, like, right here, and I'm right here. Yeah. And I literally look at him, I'm like, I'm like, I hate, like, disgust face at people because my mom always tells me, like, you don't need to do that. Right. No, I was, like, really angry, so I gave him, like, the mad dog disgust and, like, you're practically a heathen face. Yeah, yeah. As much as I could. And then just took my time. I kind of went a little slower crossing. And then, but instead of it being like, oh, mad awakening, I almost hit this girl. Yeah. No, he low-key almost practically clipped me on the side and then parked when I was walking. And then he goes, and everything. And I was like, I looked in his mirror again and was like.
He's dogging you.
And I just like mad dogging him through his rear mirror. And I was like, oh, these people.
Yeah. Did he say anything to you or no?
No. Okay. But, like, I don't like to, like, what the heck? Yeah. But, like, I will be, like, crazy. It's, like, you know, like, when you get that thing where you're, like, oh, someone makes a mean face at you, oh, you probably did something. And you're usually. Like, oh, my bad, I'm sorry. Yeah. But, like, no, it's, like.
Yeah. And that diffuses the situation, right? Yeah, it's just yeah, it's like even if you're, like, in a, you know, you talk about these bar fights that happen. Oh, yeah. Again, it takes 2 people. Yeah. So there's some guys that go to bars because they're looking to fight. Yeah. You know, and if he comes up, starts stuff, you say, oh, well, I'm cool, man. Yeah. Let me buy you a beer.
And then there's someone like, still antagonizing, like, no. Shake shoulder, no.
Yeah. And then the 2 guys get into it, and then somebody ends up dead. You know, it's like, come on. All right, what about, we talked about this earlier briefly, but what about the death penalty? Did you say you're pro death penalty?
I'd say yes. Okay. Mostly, I think life deserves consequences. Since, well, you have a choice either way. Like, you have consequences, good or bad, for your choices. But, especially with the David thing, that was thought. Like, he, like, have you, here, this will connect. Have you seen World War Z?
With Brad Pitt?
Yes.
Parts of it, but no, not the whole thing.
Well, there's one quote in there, which I personally take to heart because it's serious. Like, it's a genuine quote. Serial killers always like to be caught. So they'll leave evidence. Yeah. Almost all of his songs have something to do with relating to Celeste from years of that.
Celeste?
The girl who died.
That's her name?
Her name is Celeste.
Oh, so this is someone he was in a relationship with for years?
He was dating her since she was 13, I think.
Oh my gosh.
Or younger than that. And like he like groomed her since she was a kid and everything. They met online or whatever.
How much older was he than her?
I think he was 19 and she was like 11, something like that. Yeah. So, but a lot of his songs had something to do with Celeste. Some were like romantic, some were like romantic, obsessive, and murderous. Some, like had something to do with it, even if it didn't mention her. But then also some of the songs did have to do with movies, so it had nothing to do with Celeste, but like the ones that mainly for him had something to do with it. And then he actually had an unreleased song called Celeste. And it had like lyrics on what he did to her and everything. But like a serial killer loves to be caught. But like he knew what he was doing. So he like he had to plan this whole thing out. Obviously he was an idiot for just leaving her in a car. Yeah. But like everything else was planned. And this was for years. So he had every single moment to think, I did something bad. She should go home at this point. Or I should like totally like get her out of my life.
Didn't they say that they went to Kachuma?
Yeah. I think either he tried to put her body in there.
Yeah, he was going to bury her there or something.
Yeah, but then he left her in his car in LA, something like that, while he was on tour, something like that. But, but he had to think about, he had all the time in the world to feel convicted, even if it wasn't by the Holy Spirit. It had to been some sort of natural conviction that would come to him, and he just didn't go for it. And then the songs, like, even singing about that, like, that couldn't have brought any conviction. Wow, I'm singing a song about a girl I'm, like, a child. Yeah. I'm hanging out with. Like, like that. And so then, obviously now he's getting the death penalty, but, like, that's... Right. That's a consequence.
Did they ever find out, like, what his motive was?
I don't think so.
Like, that's a girl he's in a relationship. What, did she, like, cheat on him or something? He got mad? I mean, like, why would you kill...
He was just crazy. Like, genuinely. Like, she never tried... I don't think she tried to leave. I think he was just abusive, and everything. And then I don't understand how I forgot if Celeste's mom knew, if she didn't. I forgot. But
and she's like 15 when she died, right? Okay.
Yeah, I think he literally said in his song he did something like ripped her arm off or something like that. Again, he dismembered her body, I think, or something like that. Okay. But yeah, it was crazy. But like you sang about that, you made like. Yeah. You get what's coming for you. Like, even if it's obviously us planning your demise, but like, you're going to get consequences either way.
Well, in the quote you said, like, serial killers want to be caught kind of deal. That's usually for notoriety, right? They want to be, they want to go down in history as somebody, right? Yeah. There's usually people like, oh, nobody knows me, I'm not famous. They think, well, if I can't be famous, I'll be infamous, right? Yeah. Like Charles Manson, perfect example, right? He was a aspiring songwriter, and but he wasn't going anywhere with that, right? He even knew the Beach Boys, and he was trying to get some of their, in fact, there's a Beach Boys song that they released that's actually written by Charles Manson. Oh. Because he was good friends with Dennis Wilson, which was one of the Beach Boys, but he wasn't going anywhere with that. So what does he do? Instead of just saying, okay, well, maybe this isn't my calling, let's get a different job or whatever. No, he goes, no, let's kill people. Yeah. It's just like, let's kill people I'm angry at because they did make it. Yeah. They are aspiring. I mean, not just aspiring, they're making it in this field that I want to be making it in. So I'm jealous of them. So I'm going to kill them. It's like, dude, like, but he's well known, right? He succeeded in that. You say Charles Manson to anybody, and it's like, oh yeah, I know who Charles Manson was. Yeah, I mean, he's dead now, but everybody knows who that is, right? Yeah. So just like serial killers, you say Ted Bundy or you say Jeffrey Dahmer, it's like, oh yeah, I know who that is.
They got a name.
Yeah.
Realistically, it's kind of annoying, especially like you're like they're bad people. Why did we like give them the credit for that? Like I know also my mom was reading. I forgot what book. It was for English class, and it was literally on 70s, like 70s when the rise of serial killers and everything.
Oh yeah, and everything.
Yeah. There was like one. It was like a 19-year-old. He killed his whole family. I think for money or for fun. And then one was also like another like young guy, and it was because he was too perfect for his family. Like he was perfect. Like his family just thought he was too perfect. Yeah. And then he was like, I'm not perfect. And so he just killed him.
Let me prove it.
And yeah, pretty much. And then there's like others where they're like obviously horrible people, rapists, whatever.
Yeah.
But they were all getting the death penalty and everything. But it was so funny because all the only thing that they were diagnosed with, like everything, like back then they had anything if you're a murderer, you have schizophrenia.
Right.
Like it was just schizophrenia. Right. You're like, yes, I'm not going to say like, it's not their fault. They're just psychotic. But like, you're a murderer.
It is their fault.
Crazy, period. It is their fault. Yeah. Right. But like, they gave them names like the Skinner of Detroit, like something like that. Like the like they give them
Jack
names.
the Ripper and the Night Stalker.
You're giving them
titles
that they can like, that's me, that's my name. Of course, even if they died, but like you gave them a title, like anyone would want. Honestly, anyone would want to become a murderer if they want to be famous like that. You're gonna give them a cool name like that.
Did you ever see the movie Natural Born Killers?
No, I have not.
So, it's a Tarantino movie.
Oh, okay.
You know Tarantino?
Yeah.
Well, so he wrote it.
Yeah.
But he didn't direct it because this is before he was well known.
Oh.
So Oliver Stone directed it, who's one of my favorite directors. But the whole point, that's the whole point of that movie, is that we popularize these people. Yeah. Which makes more people want to do these things, right? To get a name for themselves. And that was kind of the whole point. But it's Woody Harrelson and Juliette Lewis are the main two characters. It's an important movie, I think, because it means something and it really is.
Has something to say.
Done well. Yeah, and it has something to say. It is hard to watch, though, in a lot of ways, because it's about two serial killers that are going on a killing spree across the country. But it is worth seeing. But yeah, anyway.
Yeah.
That's kind of the whole point of that. You just don't want to make people famous for that kind of thing. You don't want them. But how can you not? You can't just not report on a guy who has been killing people for 10 years. And is right. Yeah. Or you find all these body parts in somebody's fridge or whatever. It's like, you can't just like, nope, we're not going to report on that because we don't want him to get what he wants, give him a name for himself. But yeah, I don't know. So death penalty. Are you, so you're pro death penalty, but you're also pro life.
Yeah.
So then this is where like people try to throw that at you, right? Because I'm both of those things as well. Yes. And when I get into a conversation with somebody, they'll say, well, how can you be pro death penalty if you're anti-abortion? Right. That
makes sense. Yeah, that's an understandable question.
Yeah. Yeah. But like, how do you answer that when someone was to pose that to you?
Well, one, death penalty is given to those who did something wrong. Right. Consequence. Right. The baby is not being put in trial. Right. For a murder. Yes. Or rape or.
Well, at least we hope not.
I mean. Yeah. Like the baby is not being put up for trial for murder or. Right. Like you said, like. Yeah. This thing is not even born yet.
Right. Like. Yeah, one person's innocent, and the other person has done something, not just small potatoes, like, I stole a candy bar.
Yeah, I was going to say,
death penalties for serious stuff,
Yeah, death penalty is not just thrown around so lightly. Right. Especially in cases like, obviously, David's first one in a while, I think. Right. But, like I said, it's not thrown around. It's not like we're actively, like, every single life sentence or whatever is getting a death penalty. Like, you did something wrong. But, it's not thrown around. But, like, abortion... Yeah. That's an innocent child. That's an innocent life. Right. That, like, you want to talk about the women's rights choices. Like, everyone has their own rights.
My body, my choice, yeah.
Yeah, but, like, everyone's going to be like, but it's not a human. It's not a then what is it? Right. Dolphin? Cat? What is it? Yeah. It can't just be nothing. Or its own species. It turns into, if you want to say it's not a human, it turns into a human.
Right. It will be if you leave it alone.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
So if it's not, then what? You can't just say it's a fetus. It's not its own species. What fetus is it? Right. But at the same time, we're not putting them in trial the immediately born. Like, do you deserve? Are you human or not? We're not stamping it on their forehead. Like, you're human now. You're born. No. Right. Yeah. So that's like my thing where it's like, it's not, death penalty isn't thrown around. Right. You did something wrong.
Yeah. Yeah. But then they bring up the thing that look how many people have been on death row that they found out were innocent. Like years later through DNA testing and stuff, you found out, actually that guy didn't really kill those people. Right. Which has happened a few times. Right. And, but it's a small percentage. it still sucks for the people, especially those that were executed. Then you find out years later, like, first you spent 30 years on death row, then you died, and you didn't even commit the crime.
Yeah, no,
that sucks, man. Yeah. But I mean, obviously, law enforcement's going to make mistakes.
Yes.
I think there's less of that now because we have DNA testing and stuff.
We all make mistakes, but that's not downplaying the murder. Not even that. Not downplaying the mistake of killing an innocent.
Right.
But like, that's hard, obviously. It's like you said, sucks, mistake. I'm not brushing it off like, my bad. Yeah. Okay, let's move on.
Right. Right.
There's probably I'm hoping, at least that I don't know, some consequence for at least they probably learn their lesson. Mm-hmm. Like, we have to do better. We have to look into this more. Yeah. But like, not throwing around, like we said. Obviously, at the time, it was being thrown around like crazy. Yeah. Like, we're just going to kill this guy. Obviously, like I said about that book in the murderers, they genuinely did kill their parents. But like, it was being thrown around like crazy. Yeah. Like, everyone was getting the death penalty. Mm-hmm. Like we said, we don't throw it around that much anymore. It's almost unheard of. Right. I haven't heard of the electrocuting one in a long time. No,
it's almost always lethal ejection.
Yeah, so like it's not like we're torturing them, because I know in that book that I was that my mom was reading, they were doing the electric chair. They were doing beheading, hanging, and everything. But they were also doing it as a zoo. It was like
a zoo.
It was an exhibit. So they were doing this pretty much like in
where is this random, at?
I forgot what it's called. I'll get my mom.
Is this in America?
Send it to you. Yes.
Okay.
So what we do is with those people who are getting the death penalty, we'd have tours for people to watch them die. It was like a zoo. Like, this murderer. He killed his whole family like a dog. Like, he was like some sort of gorilla in a cage.
And this is not a fiction story.
No, this is exactly what happened in the 70s, I think. Or something like, maybe it was even earlier.
Yeah, if you get the name of that book for me, I'd like to look at that.
Yeah, I'll have to. My mom, it was crazy. Literally, I was making like French toast while she was telling me. And I was like, what the heck?
You're like, I lost my appetite.
Yes, literally. But they were literally showing them. I'm not saying like that they're like, oh, you guys are so mean for showing them like animals. But like, that's something where I go, whoa. They deserve that death penalty for killing. But like, not saying like, but they're humans too. They're humans. They did something wrong.
Yes.
That's insane.
Right.
That's like, okay. That's a step too far.
Yeah.
But like, they genuinely show them in not cages, but like their little exhibits of them. This guy did this. He's getting hung. You guys can watch and everything.
See, I wouldn't want to watch that.
But they were watching as entertainment.
That's crazy to me. Like, even if it was somebody who killed a loved one of mine. Yeah. I still wouldn't want to watch it. I might be glad he's getting the death penalty, but I don't want to watch it happen.
Well, death, period. Like, that's not something we're supposed to experience.
Right.
Obviously, like, God made it to where we're supposed to live forever.
Right.
But then, obviously, we sinned.
Right.
But, like, death is still something we weren't supposed to see.
Right.
Period. Even if it happens all the time. Mm-hmm. But, like, that was shown as, like, this is your new zoo exhibit TV show. Killing the murderers and everything. But, like, it was a tour.
That's nuts.
Yeah, it was crazy. But then they finally stopped doing that.
Yeah.
Like,
well, that's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
But what, in your opinion, what crimes do you think are worthy of the death penalty?
Honestly, murder.
Murder?
Murder is...
Straight up murder.
Straight up.
Like, self-defense doesn't count?
No.
Or...
No. When you're talking, like, self-defense is a way different topic in my brain, because self-defense, you're about to be murdered in some sort of way.
Or your family is, or whatever.
Yeah. Most people in self-defense, they're doing it for some sort of like I'm getting like jumped in my house. Like, they're coming to shoot my whole family, like I said. Or they're coming to kill me. Right. Or they're just in my house, period, and they're fighting me. Yeah. And they won't stop. Or whatever. There's like, you're gonna have to probably do something about saving yourself. Right. But like, when you're doing like, I just killed my mom because I don't even know, she left my cat outside and it died. Yeah. Or like, dude, you just killed your mom.
But they might argue that's self-defense.
Really?
They might, because they're crazy. But they might be like,
I
you don't
thought you were
understand.
saying like that's said before. I was
no,
like,
I'm saying they might be like, well, my cat could have died. My cat could have got eaten by a coyote. You left it outside. How dare you? And, you know, in this day and age where we treat pets like they're real people, like they're actual family members of ours, you know.
My baby.
Yeah, it's like, and I love my pets, but I mean, come on. Well, they did that whole thing. I don't know if you saw this. It was years ago. But they did this whole thing where they're asking people this question. They said, okay, your dog, who you've known for 10 years and you love and lives with you and stuff, and your neighbor, who lives next door, you don't really know him, but, you know, you wave at him when he comes out to get his mail and stuff. He seems like a nice guy, but you don't really know him. They're both drowning in a swimming pool, and you can only save one. Who do you save? And the vast majority of the people said their dog. Which is crazy to me, because I don't care if I don't even know the guy. To me, human life is so much more valuable than animal life.
It's a blessing. It's a miracle.
Yeah.
I'm not saying the dog is... Like,
no, your dog is your dog. You'd be sad. But I mean, if I have the choice between saving a human or an animal, it's human every time. I don't care, you know. But then they change it up and they're like, well, what if it was like your son and your neighbor? It's like, well, now you're dealing with two humans. Obviously, I'm going to save my son over my neighbor just because I love him more. Yeah. Right?
Well, firstly, I think my thing would be, I'm going to try to save both.
Right. But in the scenario, you can't.
If they're going to say you can't, then I would
in the hypothetical, you can literally only save one. Yeah, obviously, we would want to save both. Even if it was your dog, you'd want to save both if you can.
Yeah.
But but it's stuff like that makes you realize this is where we're kind of at, you know, like, whoa. People put animal life that high of value to where there could be a court case like that. We're like, you killed my cat, so I shot you in the face. That's totally justified. It's like, no, it's not. No. Like, it's not at all.
Rest in peace, Shadow.
Right,
but like,
right.
You killed a person.
Right.
Like, not that a cat isn't conscious, but like, it's a cat. I'm not going to dehumanize it, like, you know, because like, I can go like, oh, so then you're okay with pet testing, animal testing.
Oh, right.
But like, no, I'm not for that. Mm-hmm. But like animal cruelty kind of stuff. Yeah, no, definitely not. Yeah. But comparison, we were like given the breath of God. Like, we also like this. We're like, not that saying like animals aren't a miracle, because realistically, like, well, what are these things? Yeah. But like, we're miracle. And everything, especially that we were the Lord died for us, right? And everything, right? Not that he died for us; he didn't die for the animals, And he put us over the animals and everything. But like,
do you think they have souls? Animals?
I personally don't think so. I do think that they will be in heaven, but I don't think they'll be not like the same animals. I think animals will be in heaven. Yes. I don't know about the same animals.
That's what I think too. Yeah, but, like you're not going to see Fido up there someday and you're going to remember, oh, look, it's my dog that died when I was 10. Yeah. You know,
yeah,
or whatever.
Like, I think there'll be animals, but not our animals.
Right. There'll be weird ones though. Huh? Weird animals.
Oh yeah,
like with
cherubim
wings and eyes all over their bodies and weird stuff like that.
I love the thought of the angels. It's so like awesome to me.
Scary though.
Yeah, no,
kind of right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, like I personally don't think they have souls. But yeah, like still choosing a animal over human's life is an insane topic. Right. But like, or choice. Sorry. Yeah. But yeah, like, yeah. Personally. Yeah, that's kind of with the argument of pro-life and that's my whole thing. Yeah. Like, that's how I'd explain
Well, that's the way I would answer it, too. You say, look, in one case, you have an innocent child who hasn't done anything. They haven't killed anybody. They haven't raped anybody. They haven't done anything bad. Yes. And you have someone who has. So that's a dumb art. It's not even a comparison to say, okay, we're ripping this innocent person out of a womb and dismembering it versus we're putting to death this guy who killed 10 people.
It's not even that. Like, you're killing a person for your benefit. So
bingo,
low-key sacrifice. Yeah. Because it's like, but didn't Babylon do that or someone else? Persians. I don't remember.
Who it was. Lots of people in the Bible did that.
Yeah, I know. Obviously. I know, like, known for that. I forgot who it was, but yeah, like, it's just crazy to me. Yeah. But not that I'm like, obviously, there's a lot of guys that are always like the thing with the women was like, no uterus, no opinion. Yeah. Thing is so annoying. Like, obviously, I get it. Yes. Yeah. Men shouldn't have opinions over women's rights, but that's murder. Yeah. And I feel like not that they're like, men are like, we understand like more about you, like, you know, like that.
Well, the question is should that be a woman's right? Should a woman have the right to kill her child any more than the dad has a right to kill the child?
Yeah.
They both created the child together. Yes, I understand it's housed in the woman's body.
Yes.
And that she has to go through 9 months of not pleasant trees. And
that's also was a consequence for me, by the way. And
way to go, Eve. You ruined it for all of us.
And that was a consequence. But the men, also their consequence was working. For, like, not the rest of their life, but technically.
Yeah. Well, we're still doing it, aren't we? I mean.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like, we all work and everything.
Unless we're living off welfare.
Yeah. But, you're still working. You still have to get up. You still have to take care of yourself. You still have to, all those things. You have to work in some sort of way.
Right.
But, it's crazy.
Okay. All right, cool. We'll do spirituality next.
All right.
Our last section. I mean, you're obviously young. You're only 18. Yeah. So what time would you, like, what stage in your life would you say that you became a Christian? Can you pinpoint that, or was it more like you just kind of grew up in the church?
I think that, I did grow up in the church. I've been, I was literally like raised in the church and whatever. But I think like fully like gave my life to the Lord and started like building my relationship other than it being like fed to me kind of thing, like Sunday school, whatever.
Yeah.
I think honestly would have been genuinely like 3 years ago.
Okay.
Genuinely, like by myself kind of thing.
Yeah.
I feel like I would just, I know this, but like actually I think literally last year was when I finally read the full story of Samson. Like literally just there's so many things I didn't know about Samson.
Yeah.
Like the full story, like I had no idea. Because I would just take it from the Sunday school stories. And I was like, that's what it was. Yeah. And then I read it last year and I was like, oh my gosh, I've never heard of any of this before. And so then I realized, I'm like, geez, I don't know anything. Yeah. And then I finally started. And I'd say like fully giving up my like life to the Lord would be honestly like 2 years ago. Okay. I'd say. Nice. Even though it probably sounds like, wow, Jaidyn, that whole time you were not a believer. I'd say like fully given and surrendered. I'd say it would be 3 years ago. Would you say though that moment where you fully surrendered was the moment you got saved? Like in other words, if you would have died before that, do you think you would have still been in heaven? I think honestly, it's kind of hard because I don't really know. Because it's hard to find the difference between like this being saved and I know the Lord. Right. I'd say honestly, yes. But like fully surrendered, I'd say 3 years ago. Like kind of like that, if that makes sense. Okay. So you had like kind of your foot in the pool before that, but then you just jumped in all the way. Yes. Okay. Yeah, pretty much. And I think, I mean, personally, and I always ask this to people that grew up in the church, whether they're 18 or 45, I usually ask them, was there ever a moment where you kind of developed your own relationship with the Lord? Because for those that grew up in the church, you just kind of like, oh, it's what mom and dad taught me. I go to church with them. I've been in Sunday school. I learn all these Bible stories. And someone asks me when I'm 5 if I'm a Christian, I say, well, yeah. Yeah. But there always comes a point in life where you kind of got to make it your own in a sense. And some kids don't. Some kids go the other way and they say, nope, I reject my parents' religion. I'm out of here. And others kind of have their own relationship with the Lord that kind of builds. Because it's kind of, in my opinion, it's usually when you become an adult and you have to start lifing a little more and things get difficult, you go through certain hardships, whatever it is, that's where you're really going to start to rely on the Lord. Because now you can't really rely on your parents as much anymore. You're like, okay, I'm out on my own now. I got to now I'm praying more. I'm asking the Lord to help me through this or that or whatever it is. And I find that that's usually kind of where that relationship develops. Yeah. I'd say, honestly, when I started building my own relationship with the Lord, I'm no joke, probably the beginning of this year. Okay. No, wait, last year. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, the beginning of Actually, I'm so sorry. Sorry, I'm realizing I'm so mixed up. I feel like we're still in 25. I would honestly say probably the August of last year. Okay. Is when I started actually doing my own research and not piecing and parting my own relationship with the Lord and building it from there. Yeah. Would probably be last year. And what was there something that caused that? Did you just kind of decide to do that one day, or you just kind of I actually had gone started going through a really deep depressive stage. Oh wow. I started actually getting I know my parents would be like, what do you mean? What, like, why didn't you tell me? Or, like, no.
Yeah.
But, like, I actually started getting, like, really suicidal. It was really bad.
Dang.
Because I was, like, questioning a lot. And then also was, like, not that, like, I've always known, I know the Lord is real. Like, I know God is real.
Sure.
But I know my doubt will always be questioning his love.
Right.
That's my,
your vice.
Problem, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because I always will know that he's real. I don't deny his existence. But that's, like, always been my thing. So it's kind of like I need to find some sort of, not answer, but, like, to hear him in some sort of way.
Right.
And so that's when I started, like, going, like, let's go look through this. Because it was always, like, going, like, yeah.
So your depression kind of pushed you closer to him in a sense, to where you were trying to find.
Yeah. I think I've always been some sort of, like, depressed since I was, like, 13. But it wasn't, like, enough to where I, like, wanted to die, like, genuinely.
Right.
I think that's when last year finally, like, all built up and I was like, I can't do this. Wow. And so then that's when I finally was like, yeah. So
I've been there. I've been there before.
I think I actually fully got out of it, honestly, in February.
Wow.
Yeah. And then went to Hume, prayed over it and everything with a few friends and everything. Yeah.
And it's interesting because in a sense, you always talk about how a lot of times people don't know. Right. And I think you just said just in February, like how many times have you been over here for parties or hanging out with Addie, or we went to was it Midstate? Yeah, we went to Midstate last year and all that.
I was actually thinking about going to Midstate with her again, but it's so expensive.
It's so expensive. Yeah. But you just think about that, like you're hanging out with us all the time. And if someone would have asked me that, oh, do you think Jaidyn's depressed? I'd be like, no, what are you talking about? She seems happy. She's having a good time. She's laughing. She's smiling. Right. It's so undetectable to the outside eye. And I know for me, like when I deal with that stuff, it's like people would never believe it either because I'm always goofing around. I'm laughing. And people probably think, man, that guy just is having fun all the time. He's probably got the best life of all time. And it's like, no, I've been in some dark places where I'm just like, I'm done. It's like, I'm done. This is it,
Yeah.
So I'm glad you came out of that. That's good.
Yeah, because I think what had also, like, really knocked it out of the park, that was, like, I genuinely was, like, upset. Actually, there was, like, one moment in, like, last year, the beginning of is it this year? When did we move? Oh, it was, it was last year. In, like, March is when we, like, my family went through, like, something heavy. Obviously won't go into that, but, like, it was crazy enough to where, like, I genuinely was, like, mad at everything. And then I was like, I don't want to, like, do this anymore. I want to, like, leave or just disappear completely. Because I obviously, personally, 1, hate change. 2, I just also, like, was like, this is too much. And then also just, at that moment, I was, like, hating my whole family. Yeah. Because I was like, I don't even care at this point. And then had, like, learned a lot. Like, my family was like, oh, wow. And then I guess we're honestly going to just totally leave each other at that point. And I was like, yeah, I can deal with this by myself. Like, I'll just go live by myself. I'll go find somewhere. Right. But then came back to it, and then I had my own personal in, like, towards the end of that year. And then finally out of it. But yeah. Okay. Yeah, it was such a chaotic, like, last few years.
Yeah. And your parents do know about that aspect of your life, or they don't? Are they going to be hearing about that for the first time when they listen to this? Are you okay with that?
No, no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a person where I don't want to tell them up to face to face.
Right.
I'd rather them be like, oh, here. Yeah. So, like, I'm okay with this.
Yeah. Well, they're probably going to want to talk to you after this. Probably. Listen, which is a good thing, right? Because they care about you. So
I think now, because especially, like, it was decently far away, I could be like, that was then. Far away. That was then.
That was then, not now, but I mean, it's I have found too that even though sometimes it makes you feel like you don't want to be with people, you don't want to talk to anybody.
I'm a dead cat person.
But it's better too. It's just better too, especially to talk to people that love you and care about you, because
definitely.
they're that helps a lot sometimes.
I have like a church friend I usually like vent to in a way.
Oh, good.
Like mentor. Good. With because like like always the parents thing where you're like I can't tell them anything, right? Even though they love you and everything, just mentally, no, I'm like a dead cat person where I'm like when a cat gets sick, they'll leave their owner and just go die somewhere else. That's kind of my thing. It's what I do when I'm like upset is like I'll totally just and antisocial. I won't go to any events.
I'm a dead cat person. That I will tell you that is the no one else has ever said that on this podcast before.
Oh, really?
You're the first one to say I'm a dead cat person.
Well, that's what cats do. They get sick and they know they're going to die.
Right.
They'll go like find a bush somewhere away from home and die there so the owner doesn't have to see. Or pack, technically. Yeah. Yeah,
and then you never even know what happened to them. I've had cats that I just never saw again, you know. And of course, this was 15, 20 years ago, so I assume they're dead now for sure.
Probably.
But I don't know.
Sadly.
For all I know, they went off and some other family adopted them. They lived 10 more years, then they died.
Yeah.
Who knows, you know?
I think, I think I had like one cat that did that. And I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Rip.
Oh, man. All right. So another thing I like to do with Christians is kind of play devil's advocate in a sense and just say like, you know, if let's say I was an atheist or I was, but I was open, I was interested in whatever the truth may be. As an atheist, I don't know what that is, or maybe I've kind of landed on the side of there is no God. That's kind of where I'm standing now. Yeah. But I guess that maybe that's more agnostic. Like, I don't believe there's a God, but maybe. I mean, maybe. And I came to you, or let's say we worked together or something, and you knew this about me, and then we started talking about the Lord and stuff. And so, like, what kind of things would you bring up to me in an attempt to make me see that God is real, that Christianity is true, or things like that?
I think what I would do, one, would go into history. I'm a really history fact based person. Like, not that I like question the Bible or question what the Lord says, but like if there's like something written specifically in the Bible, I'm not a person where I'll take it as said. I'm going to do the deepest research I can, where I find out like I like to go into like the Greek Bible, the like Latin, like literally every language of the ancient base, because back then like they had different ways of saying things and different words that we would translate now and be like, this means I don't know, murderer, but they were trying to say like hated, like person who was just hateful. Right. Like something like that. Right. Like, and you're like, oh, but we thought they were like killing people. No, like they were just trying to say.
They were just really angry.
Person. Yeah. Yeah. And so like, you never know what they're trying to say. Not that I'm saying we're changing the Bible. It's just, we're not doing research to figure out, not like find out the puzzle and everything. Yep. But not that saying that like God is the Riddler or something like that, where he's trying to like, you have to work to figure this out. But like a relationship period, like you have to like build that. You're gonna figure out what their favorite color is. You're gonna like, you know, everything. But like I like to do that. So like the most basic, not that I'm gonna you know, like the English teacher will be like, and he ate spaghetti, and then they'll start like, spaghetti represents life agony, something like that. Something like that. He's like, he ate it, so he took it in and whatever and understood, you know, something like that. I'm not that kind of person, but I definitely want to understand and not take it as is. Right. Because then that's where you're like, I don't want you to eat too much food. Okay, you're saying you want me to like starve. Like something like that. Or I don't want you to like eat too much sugar. So I can't never have sugar. No, just not so much. Right. You know, something like that. I take it as is. Yeah. But not in a way that I'm saying I'm getting my own interpretation. I try to figure out, like, I'm always open to someone else's understanding. Like, oh, they actually gave way better facts than what I understood it as. I'll go research on that, and if I figure out, wait, that makes way more sense, I'll take it as.
But you're researching the text, right? So you're not saying that you read the Bible and you're like, oh, that can't be. I gotta debunk that. It's more like, you want to go deeper into it to find out the true meaning of what's being said. Yes. Right, which is awesome. That's the way you want to do it.
Yeah, because I'm really, like, it's not that I'm, like, it's kind of like, not that I'm always questioning what my parents say, but like the kid mind where you also go, like, why? Like, where you're like, you can't do this. Why? Just because they said so. I hate that. Yeah. Personally. Yeah. It's not even like where you're telling me, like, you can't tell me what to do. It's just like, I want a reason. Yeah. You can't do that. You can't cross the road right now because you're going to get hit. You can't, you know, just whatever. Like, reason.
I'm going to get a little prophetic on you real quick, though, is that I promise you that one day, if you do have kids, you will say that to them.
I know.
Because I did the same thing. I'm never going to say that to my kids just because. But when you have a kid who's like, why? It's like, I already gave you all the answers. Why? Just because I said so, right? It's just like, you just get frustrated. Like, I've already tried to explain this to you, you know?
I've said that to Zeke and Lila. Yeah. But like, no, that makes sense. But like, that's how I take it for like research and everything. But yeah, that's how I would describe it as like a child. So that's their parent. And they're like, whatever. Yeah. So like, it's kind of how like the Bible, you're like, why? But then if there's no like explanation, I want to go down to history and figure that all out. Like the whole shebang, like literally. Yeah. But then, wait, what was we talking about?
We were talking about how you would dig down into the scripture and try to find out what's going on.
Probably bring up one history on why God exists, history, and then even like the Greek, you know, like how they changed their, like every single religion has something sort, not even just based on the Bible, it's just based on like the history that like Christianity had said and everything. They're all connected or inspired, but not. But obviously, I know some people are like, but this was created before the Bible. But history wasn't created, like, for the Greeks' not theology, but the Greeks' religion or something like that. And then I think I would also bring up my personal, like, experiences when it comes to, like, not that, like, God has spoken to me or whatever like that, but, like, I was, like, depressive stage. I only because of the Lord. My family, like, believe, you know, like, just go through, like, personal experiences. But also, I know some people would be like, but that's biased. It was only you. You can go through many other people's, obviously, without being like, I totally just kind of spilled all your beans, by the way. Right. But, like, I know people who have also been saved by the Lord. But I've also heard people who were hurt by the Lord. But it was people, like, Christians who hurt you. Right. It's not the Lord who hurt you. Right. It's people misrepresenting him.
And that's a good point, right? And that's what and I'm not a Catholic, but this is an argument I make for Catholics, is when people say, well, I don't believe in Catholicism because priests molest little boys. I'm like, Catholicism didn't molest little boys, right? Catholicism is expressly against that. It's not like their Bible says, as a priest, you should molest little boys. It doesn't say that in their religion. Right. It's not in there, right? These are men who are acting outside of what they claim to believe and doing evil things, right? You can't discount a religion based on what people do. Or like within Christianity, people bring up, oh, well, look how many wars have been fought. Look how many people have been killed over the fight over Christianity and blah, blah. Yeah, like the Crusades and stuff like that. It's like, but that's not Christianity.
That's zealous.
It's men that are doing the wrong things in the name of maybe in Christianity, at least in their own minds, you know?
Yeah, so. like you could literally, I can misrepresent my mom by, I don't know, like murder. I shot so-and-so. Yeah.
Oh, you're confessing on here? Now everybody's going to know.
Oh, no. Busted! I shot so-and-so. Yeah. Does that mean now my mom is a hideous person for my own actions? Yeah. Obviously, yes, I misrepresented her.
Right. Sometimes that happens. Did you see that like a year ago when that kid shot up a bunch of stuff and the parents went to jail because it was their gun?
Yeah, I remember that one.
And because they didn't lock their gun up good enough or something. I think
it was also one with the library and this guy, and he was crazy. He also said he was a believer, by the way, too.
Oh, of course there was, yeah. That's what gives us a good name, you know.
Dad's gun. But and you're like, great. Now look what you did.
That's all Christians. They're all people that are just shooting everybody up, you know. Yeah, that's us. Yay.
says the guy who's trans that shot up the whole school.
Right.
But
that doesn't matter. We don't bring that up. That's not important. Yeah, it doesn't matter. We don't say that part of it, you know. Yeah.
No, but does that make my mom a bad person? What if she raised me right? Yeah. She did raise me right, I'd say. Right. Like, she raised me really well, but does that mean now, like, she's hellbound because I shot Johnny? Right. Like, it's the same thing. I hurt Johnny. My mom did not hurt Johnny. Right. She didn't do anything to Johnny.
Well, switch the scenario, though. What if it was a situation where the parents were terrible parents, they were abusive, let's say they beat their kid up all the time, or they did all these terrible things, and then the kid went out and killed people? Do you think the parents are responsible there, or do you still think that it's all the kid completely? Even though they obviously had an influence on how he turned out. But he's ultimately the one pulling the trigger to kill somebody, right? The parents aren't doing that for him.
Well, I think in a court of law, I don't think they actually charge the parents.
Mm-hmm.
But I know definitely somewhere in the heart that technically they're some sort of responsible deep down.
Yeah. They'll have to answer the Lord someday for their parenting, for sure.
Yeah. Because the same thing, like, literally, we talk about the store kids that scream all the time. Like, it's the parents' fault for raising them way too gently.
Right.
Like that.
For giving them ice cream when they act like that.
Yeah. It's the same thing. You're not going to go to court of law and say that kid, you gave them ice cream that one time. And then Johnny decided to stab his little sister.
Yeah.
Like,
it's always Johnny. You must have grown up with a kid named Johnny that was a terror.
Little Timmy, little Johnny.
Yeah. Johnny's been really bad during this episode so far. So it's been a bad kid. Oh my gosh. All right. So how about you start talking to me about some of this cool, like, spiritual, demonic realm experiences you've had.
Yeah. Okay. This is like one of the crazy topics. Yeah. So
always share what you're comfortable sharing. I don't want to.
Actually, it's not like that. I'm like, I love talking about this. Yeah. But, like, I never get to talk about this. Just like my film things, because obviously, like, I don't want to sound again like a freaky, like, spiritual based, like, woo kind of person. Yeah. But I've had, like, at least when I was a kid, like, with my mom's side and everything, like, all the smoking, drugs. Most of my family members would literally, like, I have, like, a family member who has been engaged for, like, 55 years. Because he doesn't want to be responsible for getting married. Like, genuinely, it's crazy. But, like, we have a lot of problems on that side. Obviously, we'll have problems with any family members, like, anything. But, like, that, and it was just, like, I love my childhood, especially with my grandparents. It's really nostalgic and everything for me, as anyone's childhood would be. But, like, it was really dark. It was really, like, not that, like, dark as in, like, being, like, harassed or something like that. There was never anything, like, weird like that. It was just, like, I don't know. There's, like, some sort of darkness to it and everything, like, and everything. But, the same thing with my church, Downey. I think it's better now. But there's a lot of things happening and everything with, like, pastoral and then everything. I didn't see it until, like, now that I'm older. Now I see it. But, like, as a kid, I just thought, oh, Wednesday church, I get to go play or whatever. Or I get to see my friends. But, like, it was actually, like, I never knew, but we actually never went to, like, genuine church. We went to just a ministry. I thought we were going to church the whole time. But we were just going to, like, one sort of Wednesday ministry. It was always at night.
Was it someone's house or something?
No, it was at church. But, like, it was like a community group kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
But I always thought we were going to genuine church and everything. Yeah. Until, like, I learned I was older. I was like, we never, like, genuinely, we went to Sunday service, but it was super rare. But I was like, wow. Like, it was crazy. But, like that, there was a lot of things going on in there. And then, when LA is just dark period.
Yeah.
So,
dark spiritually.
Yeah.
You don't mean like no sun. You mean like,
spiritually. Yeah.
But go ahead. We're talking about spiritual darkness and LA's dark. And
well, we like Hollywood either way is dark. Sure. So, like, it's gonna be no, like, horrible vibes down there.
Right.
But I also had condition. Do you know what parasomnia?
Parasomnia has something to do with sleeping. Mm-hmm. Okay.
So parasomnia is a condition. It's kind of like I forgot what it's called. I forgot what it's called again. I'm so blanking. When you would fall asleep and you wake up but you're stuck and you see things in your room.
So you're still asleep but you're kind of awake.
I forgot what it's called again now.
Paralysis?
Sleep paralysis.
Sleep paralysis.
It's kind of like that. But except it's not, like, fully like that. So my parasomnia, it went from, I think, 4 years old to 9 years old. Wow. Maybe later.
Okay. Like, what would happen specifically to you?
So pretty much, you start at 7 at night, because at early bedtime. Start at 7 or maybe 8. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Something like that. Late at night for me as a kid. Yeah. I never had dreams that I remember. I would just have, like, flashes of an image, and it would scare the life out of me for some apparent reason. But it was like a trigger rather than an actual, like, dream that scared me. Yeah. Was it a scary image? It was only one image that I remember, and it was literally just, like, a really creepy anglerfish. But it was
like on Nemo?
It was a front picture to Goosebumps But I never saw that book before.
Okay.
I literally had never seen that book, but I just wanted that image.
But then you saw it later and you're like, hey, that's what I saw.
It was actually like a few years ago where I saw it because I was reading all the Goosebumps book and I saw it and I actually like genuinely had a moment where I was like,
that would have tripped me out.
Yeah. I got
Big
really
time.
Mentally sick. I was like really scared.
Yeah.
Everything.
Like, I'm not reading that one.
I did read it. It wasn't even scary. It wasn't scary at all. But like, I never saw it as a kid, so I was like, it always weirds me out. But pretty much, I'd get scared, but like my body would move on its own, but I'd be like awake in a way. But I'm not controlling my body. So I'd get like, we lived in a bunk bed. Like we had a bunk bed with Zeke and I, and so I'd go get off the bunk bed, and then I would go to my mom's room, wake her up. I don't remember if I was like scared in the moment. I always remember feel like I'd wake her up and be like, hey, mom, and just wake her up and she'd be like, what? And then how we'd do it was she would literally have to hold me down, by the way. I literally would hurt myself. She'd have to hold my arms.
Unknowingly, like you wouldn't remember any of this.
Yes and no.
Okay.
So pretty much how I can explain it is I'd see what I can see, but it would be black rimmed. Like, but I also couldn't speak. Like, I couldn't control myself. Like, my body was moving on its own. Like, I would, like, try and hurt my mom. I'd try to hurt myself. So my mom would have to hold, because what the whole thing was is I would always say is, I want to go home. Like, over and over. I want my mom, but she's right there.
And you're home.
Yeah, and I'm home.
Right.
Yeah, and so she'd have to hold my arms and, like, tell me you need to calm down. Like, you know, like, try to, like, get me to chill out. But, like, I'd be, like, just nonstop bloody murder screaming. Like, as if I'm being, like, hurt or something. But there's nothing happening. Right. And so, like, that was the whole thing. It was just, I want my mom. I want to go home. Yeah. Screaming. I don't understand. No one ever called the cops, by the way.
Oh, you think it was loud enough to where people outside could probably hear you? Okay.
Condo, like, thing, like an apartment thing. But no one ever called the cops, but I was screaming.
Let me ask a question real quick. So what you're describing, if it was happening to somebody who was wide awake, the way you're acting, you're screaming, you're this and that, take me home, it's a traumatic experience, right? So when you're dealing with that in somewhat of a dream state, do you find that when you wake up the next day, do you feel like you went through a traumatic experience, or do you just not really remember any of it? Or like
did I? Or
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like when you wake up the next day, is it like everything's good in the hood, or you're like, oh man, last night I had some, crazy traumatic dreams and I was, so like what?
I was actually like a really bubbly, like happy girl no matter what. Like during the day, it'd be like nothing happened last night.
So it was like nothing happened.
And then middle of the night would be like, I'm totally a whole new other person. Like as if I was genuinely kidnapped or like something like that. Okay. And that lasted, it'd go from around 7 or 8 to like 3 a.m. Just hours of that. And it was like every night.
Really?
Yes, every night. And so then...
Dang it.
But then the things also... Every night I'd also see things, but it wasn't like... At least I personally just would see things. Like, it was always outside of windows. Right. That's why now I have, like, a huge terror with, like, open windows at night. Like, I need blinds. Yeah. I would genuinely, like, freak out. But, like, I'll see, like, men outside the windows. We were on the second floor, by the way, and I would see men outside the window. And whenever we didn't have blinds on our kitchen window, so it'd always be open. And so I'd see like things right there.
Floating men.
Yes. Okay. And we lived on the second floor. Right. There was one time where I saw like a guy smiling outside the window, and it was horrifying, and I never saw him again. But it was like, that was kind of like one of the things. Okay. So I did have Parasomnia. It ended around, I think, 9-ish. I don't remember.
And were you guys already living here by that point?
9 is when I moved up. So I still lived in LA in the condos. I think... I lived in the condos, I think, till I was 6 or something like that. Moved somewhere else. We were always moving. And then, I think the last year or two, we moved in with the walls. Oh, yeah. In their house. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And we lived in there in Jasmine's room. Jasmine lived and slept with Michelle for, I think it lasted a year, maybe half a year. Okay. And then that's when Lila, my mom was pregnant with Lila and everything. And then, so I would always sleep, I think, on the top and everything with Zeke. Like, we always slept in the same, bed and everything. Yeah. So I slept on the top with Zeke, and then my parents slept on the bottom bunk of the bed. And it was a horribly small room. Yeah. Like, genuinely, honestly, really smaller than this box of a room. Wow. And so we slept in that. But it was literally almost... It was 2 families living in the same house, so... Yeah. And then I remember I wasn't awake for it, but I know my mom told me about it. But we had one experience where we had a literal presence of a demon walk through the house. Mm-hmm. So
like you all actually physically saw it?
She felt it.
Okay.
So she has a thing. Well, I'm not gonna like go into it, but like at least my mom and I have like discernment. Mm-hmm. That I personally like am grateful for being blessed, because I know there's times where it's genuinely saved me, like I don't want to go in there, right, or something like that. Yeah. But it had like walked through every single room of the house, and we all had nightmares that night. But then they prayed over the house and went away and never happened again.
Did your parasomnia go away after that too?
Yeah, I think actually at the time, I think so. At the time is when it ended. Okay. But then it was funny because my parents that one time had watched a movie about a flooding, like a natural disaster flooding. And that's when my thalassophobia came to life.
Oh yeah,
I'm scared of water.
You're scared of water? Can you swim?
Yes. Okay. I can swim, but like it's things that are in the water that terrified me. Oh, like, okay. Not even like creatures. It's just like things. Like it could be like a genuine like microphone in the water. I'm horrified. Okay. I don't know. It's
so when you go to the beach, you don't go out in the water at all?
I do, but like I'm super nervous. Okay. Like even seaweed touches me and I'm like on the verge of panic. Yeah. Okay. But it like disgusts me and it's just really scary. I had also one time where a fish went past my leg and I genuinely started screaming. Yeah. It was horrifying. But I don't know, it's so weird. I love the ocean. Yeah. But like I'm also so horrified of it. It's just so weird. But yeah, so then that's when that happened. We moved up here. And then moved to Julian and everything.
To Julian?
The house, like the house.
Okay. I thought you meant the town of Julian. The house you guys were in when I met you guys.
Yeah, on the road, the road of Julian.
Gotcha.
So we moved into there, and it was weird. It's almost like, at least my mom talked about, we'd always talk about it and everything. Like we brought whatever was down in LA with us.
So you were still having issues at the Julian house.
Okay. I had one night. That was the last night when I finally. I always wear earplugs now. And I play rain sounds, like rain, because rain calms me down mentally. Yeah. I love rain. Yeah. So I play it like on the Alexa, and then I put earbuds on, even though I know you're like
one of those white noise apps or whatever they are.
Yeah. Even though you're like, you can't even like hear anything with the earbuds in. But I'm like, it's a white noise fuzz outside of the earbuds. But yeah, so like one incident, the last incident where I was like, I'm so done with like demons, because it was always like nights. Obviously, they love nighttime. Yeah. Like I'd have knocks on the walls under my bed. Like I feel like there would be things watching me. Like I felt like I'd always face the wall, because my brain was like, I can't see you. You're not there.
Yeah, you don't exist.
Yeah. That was my thing. I can't see you. I'll close my eyes. You're not there. Whatever.
Yeah. That's probably because part of you knew it wasn't real, and it wasn't like you thought there was like an actual axe murderer.
Oh yeah, no, I never believed it was a person, right? And everything. So I had it was one time where I was like sleeping, whatever. Lila, I literally for years had Lila in my bedroom. So Lila was asleep and we were like, whatever. I think it was 1 a.m. because I can never fall asleep. It takes forever. Oh, and really? So then I was just trying to fall asleep, almost fell asleep, but then I heard some like footsteps walk around my bed. I live on the I slept on the bottom bunk and everything. So something had walked around the room, and then I could hear like footsteps, like like carpet crunching or whatever. And then I like turned around and was like following. I was following where it was going and like listening to it. It just walked around, and then there was things knocking my wall right next to my face, like inside the wall. Yeah. It wasn't even like against the wall or whatever. Or like something maybe under the bed, like punching. That's when I was like knocking.
You could hear it.
And I got up and I was like horrified. And I got up and I told my mom, and we prayed over the room and whatever. And then that's when I started wearing earbuds. But then there was one night I do not hang up clothes on my door anymore because of it as well. There's so many instances you'd be like, are you sure you're not haunted at this point, Jaidyn? Like, genuinely. And then I had clothes on my door, so of course you'd be like, of course you're gonna see something, but I don't know why, but it was shaped so perfectly. There was a man watching me sleep, and so I was on my bed, and I was like on my back and whatever, and I was sleeping like this, and I looked up, and all I see is a silhouette of a tall guy. I mean, like, tall. It was taller than the door, so that doesn't make sense. And he was just looking down. First I thought it was my dad joking with me, because I literally, it was my first thought. I went, oh, my dad's being funny.
He's not very tall, though.
That's the thing. It had white hair.
Oh, wow.
White, slick back hair, like my dad has.
Yeah.
And it was tall, and I was like, realized I was like, oh, my dad's gonna be funny. He's probably gonna be like, boo, or something like that. And then, didn't move, didn't say anything, and I realized too tall, too skinny. Not that. Not that. But I was like, it's not. And then I realized we're standing there. And I was like, I could genuinely, it's not even like, I felt like personally, it wasn't even like me putting it together and like thinking like, oh, okay, now your brain's putting a trick on you. No, I saw a man. Right. Standing right there.
Face and everything.
Me. Yes.
Okay.
Like, but I didn't even see the face. It was like silhouette. Like all of it was black except for his hair. And then you could see like the outline of his cheekbones and the eyes, but you couldn't see the eyes itself. And I was like, literally, I just stood there staring at him, waiting. Honestly, I genuinely, no joke, thought I was going to die that night. And I was like, he's going to kill me and everything. And then all I did was like, I moved to the side. And I was like, okay, because I'm moving around. I'm like, I can see him. He's physically 3D. It's not even like, oh, I move and he disappears because it's different. No, and then I decided, I'm like, I'm going to move fully. I moved and he disappeared. And the shape disappeared. Okay. And then I looked back at the place that he looked, and I was like, it kind of looks like him, but it's not him anymore. And I was like, and I genuinely like tore my clothes down. I was like, I don't know. Yeah. And I just went back to sleep. Okay. And then, that was like the last night where I had no clothes. And then the other one was like no hearing and everything.
And how long ago was that?
That was actually like 2 years ago or last year. Okay. It was last year because I was in Julian. Okay. And we moved to Rod in October. Right. So it was last year, and I was like, I'm doing this again. And then one of like the physical, like genuine, like person demonic experiences I had was technically actually it was before that. Yeah. It was my mom, family member, like a friend family, my friend family's daughter, and then my siblings and me. And so then we went on a trip because obviously my dad was at work and everything. Yeah. And then other dad was at work. Being my friend's dad was at work, so they couldn't come. And so we were it was like a friend trip. We were just like, we had nothing to do today. Let's all go on a trip. And so we went on to, I need to find the name of the place where it was. But it was like some sort of cabin, used to be a carriage stop. Earlier in history, I forgot what it was called, but it was really cute. It was really cute, genuinely. So we were gonna just check it out. So we were the tour thing, so we could go inside. Yeah. We went there, and it was closed. And we were like, oh,
you drove all the way there, and it was closed.
Yeah, it was closed. So we were like, oh, okay, we'll just come back. But we looked out. We were like, okay, there's a car. There has someone in here, right? And so we like peeked through, and we were like, there's someone here. But we heard voices. We heard people talking. Like, they were talking to each other.
All of you did?
Yes. Okay. And so we were like, oh, there's someone inside, right? Because there's a car here too. And we looked inside. There's no movement. It's pitch black in there. Like they closed up for the day. Yeah. We're like, okay, we'll just leave because whatever. But we also, at least I personally, my mom told me she did too. Friends, family's mom. We got the vibe, and we were like, we're gonna leave. It doesn't feel right here. Yeah. So we got in the car. We were in Tank, my big Suburban. And so we get in the car, started, and we're like, I'm joking with my friend, joking with my little brother, whatever. And so then we also brought my friend's dog and everything. And so
was the dog acting weird too? Like it noticed something?
He usually barks. I mean, he's not actually a barker, but like if he's like nervous, he will bark, and he was whining. It was weird. It wasn't even like, oh, I'm nervous, or just like I'm excited, I want to go, or it's just car ride. No, it was like prey whining and everything. And so we were like, what the heck? We saw rocks on the hill fall down. We were like, is someone up there? Is an animal? He wants to chase it or something. And we look up there, and we're like, okay. It's weird because it's like pebbles like coming down like horror movie style. Genuinely, we're like, okay. And so we're still like waiting, and then hear footsteps, but they're coming down, and we're like, maybe it's just two kids from that car playing jokes on us, like just staring for some apparent reason.
And the only people that you see out here is you guys.
It's us.
Okay.
Yeah. And we were like, maybe there's the car, someone's here hunting, who cares? Like something like that. Like who knows? Hikers. Yeah. Whatever. And then we're like, what the heck? So we're all quiet because Mom tells us to be quiet. Like, we're quiet. We go quiet. And then right in front of my friend's mom's window is a man's voice. Go, it's a dog. Look, it's a dog. But there's no one standing in front of the window. And you all heard this? The window's fully down. But you all heard this? We all heard the voice, yeah. Crazy. And then another voice right behind it, like it's staring at the window right here. And it goes, yeah, that's a dog. And then my mom is like, we need to get out of here. So she's it's like horror movie style where it goes like, start the car. Yeah. So we start the car. We drive out as fast as I can. Never seen my mom like genuinely that like and everything. So then we were like, okay, we're not gonna let this ruin our day. Realistically, I don't know why we did that. It was such like nightmarish. Have you ever had like nightmares where they're like no one's listening to you?
I don't know. I don't remember dreams hardly ever. Okay. Yeah.
I always had dreams where I like, not in a way where I'm going like, I'm prideful, I know what I'm doing. But, like, no one's taking the danger seriously. No one's
like, you're worried about something, you're trying to warn people and like whatever's.
I'm always the person in my dreams where I am always protecting everyone because I don't know what it was, but I don't get dreams like that anymore. But in my dreams, my mom was always an idiot. Like, she wouldn't take the danger seriously, and my siblings would almost die for it. Like, and everything, and I'm always, like, trying to keep my siblings alive while she's, like, ooh. But, like, in real life, I know my mom would protect us with whatever she has. So I don't know what was up with that. But, like, it felt in that moment like one of those dreams where no one's listening to me or, like, we're not doing the right thing, like, this is dangerous and whatever. But so we were like, we're not gonna let this ruin our day. It's fine, we're gonna ignore that and we're gonna go to, I forgot what waterfall it is. You know that one waterfall?
Nohiki?
Right down. Yes, Nohiki. Nohiki. Yeah. We went to Nohiki. Yeah. And we were gonna go check out the falls and whatever. We're like, because that was our plan. We're gonna go there, and then we were gonna go to Nohiki, and then we were gonna go get gas and then lunch and everything. Or no, it was like dinner or something like that. And so then we went to go park in Nohiki. There was only one family there, and then some guy in his truck, and we were like, ew. We're gonna go just to the park, and we're not gonna go to Nohiki. I think it was actually closed, like for the day. Yeah. And so we were just like, we're just gonna go hang out and have, there you go. We were gonna go have lunch. No, we weren't gonna go get lunch. We were gonna have lunch at the park and whatever. So we went to go sit on the bench. There was a different family with like their kids playing on the park, like the playground and whatever. Because there was only like swings, I think, actually. I forgot what's there, but it was just like a whole field.
Yeah, there's swings over there.
Yeah, something like that. And so we were all playing, and I was like, okay. And so then, we go like sit down and everything, and that guy that was doing things, he comes up onto his he drives onto the thing of like the grass and whatever. I'm pretty sure we're not allowed to drive on it, but he did against like the far away on the wall, and he parks his truck there, and then just sets up like some sort of picnic. Like he sets up blanket. And he's by himself. He's by himself. Okay. Next to his car, and he puts on the floor, and he just sits there. We're, like, watching him because we're, like, weird.
Was he
like,
watching you guys?
He didn't look like it so far. We were, like, he was just looked like he was staring into the void, genuinely, like, just staring forward. Yeah. And we were like, okay, this is so weird. And then that family leaves. They go. So, like, technically, he's, like, we're the only ones there at the park. And so then we're like, okay, this is so weird. And then, I don't even know, it was just, yeah. And then he picks up his blanket again and places it on the hood of his truck. And it sits on the hood of his truck. Like, what is he doing? Yeah. Maybe he's just waiting for the date with someone.
Yeah. And he got stood up.
Yeah. No idea. So we're like, okay. I don't know who puts a blanket to sit on top of their truck, but yeah. And then my mom, my siblings, and everything went to the bathroom because they had to go pee. And whatever. So they went to the bathroom, but that's far yonder from the benches. And decently next to him. So my mom was like, they went and whatever, and so I stayed with a friend's mom and stayed with them at the thing. Yeah. And then they went to the bathroom. My mom was like, actually, Zeke, you're going to go in the girls' ones. We're just, so she closed the door and whatever, blocked it, like, let go to the bathroom in silence without, just in case.
Yeah.
Then I'm like waiting for my mom, like waiting for her to get out. Like, they need to hurry up. I don't know. I don't like the vibe. I feel like something's going to happen. And then he gets up, puts his blanket away. He gets up and heads towards the bathroom. The bathrooms.
Where you guys were?
Where they were. I was with them. And
okay.
My siblings went to the bathroom.
Gotcha.
With my mom.
So you saw this guy going that way.
We saw him go, and he disappeared behind because it was on the other side where we couldn't see.
Yeah.
And my friend's mom called my mom, and we were panicking. We're like, he's coming to the door. Don't, like, keep the door closed. And my mom's like, I'm holding it. He was trying to get inside. He was like trying to open the door, but my mom was like holding it closed.
Dude.
And he was trying to get inside. And I was like crying. I was like, I low-key almost ran over there because I really wanted to kill him in that moment.
Right.
It was going like, scaring my family.
Yeah.
Only like what? I think it was like 14, 15, something like that. And I was like, I just want you dead. I want to kill you. I want to kill you and everything. Because it's not even like, oh, you're going over there or anything. I think he actually did talk to them through the door or something like that. And then, it was just weird. Something like that.
This is all the same day?
This is all the same day.
That you guys heard the voice at the other place?
Yes. We literally have a name. It's so cringe, but like, because the reason why we called it that is like after. We call it the poopy day, literally, but there's like a reason why after. Yeah. So, he tries to get in. And then finally, like after what felt like forever, because I was told like, don't you dare go and run over there, because I really wanted to. Yeah. And genuinely was like, oh. And so then he finally went away and back in his car and everything. And then my family finally came back out because he was gone. And we're like, oh my gosh. Like, I don't know why. I'm sorry, respectfully. We were so stupid. Genuinely, we stayed. I don't get it. Like, it was such a nightmare that day, genuinely.
Well, at least you could see that guy.
Yeah.
The reason you left the other place so fast because you couldn't see where the voices were coming.
Yeah. So no, it was weird. Yeah. But so we stayed and we just kept eating lunch. But I was like, loss of appetite, obviously.
Right.
And so I was just watching him because I was going like, and then I was told by family people, don't watch him. That's rude.
Yeah.
We're going to die.
Right.
Like, I feel like he's weird and everything.
So after he's trying to get into the bathroom,
we stayed.
He just came back to his car and was just chilling?
Came back to his car, but then while mid-eating, he started walking around behind us, but like all far yonder. Like the edge of the area. So I was just watching him. Because I'm not going to listen to you guys. I'm going to watch him. Because just in case, like, for some reason, like, and he's bolting. Like, whatever. Like,
you got to defend yourself or whatever, right?
And so I was just watching him. And then finally, we decided we're going to leave. And so we finally left and everything. Went to the gas station. And the car smelled like dog poop, like genuine dog poop.
Your car did?
Sulfur dog poop, like just disgusting.
Your car did?
Yeah, okay. The whole car. And we were like, why does it smell in here? Did someone like step on dog poop? So we all got out, started checking our shoes and everything. We all checked our shoes. There was nothing in there. So we checked the floor of the car.
Could he have gotten in the car without you seeing him?
I don't even know, but it smelled. And we were like, I don't know, but like mentally, it's just like this day literally stained something in here.
Yeah.
And so we were like, after that, and then we went home, dropped everyone off.
And you lit the car on fire when you got home.
We should have at that point. But no, I don't remember what we did. I think we might have cleaned out the car or something like that. We just was like, we're not going to go in the car for like a good minute. But yeah. So that was that whole day. And
wow.
It was crazy. Yeah, that was, I forgot when that was.
All right. Okay, so
crazy.
That's nuts. Okay, so real fast.
Yes.
Do you think that when you're looking back in hindsight on the parasomnia and the things that were happening both in you said Downing?
Yeah, Downing.
In Downing and here.
Yeah.
Do you think it was definitely demonic? Do you see that as, and when you said your family felt the demon walking through the house, do you think that was a specific demon that was living in that house with you that was tormenting you as you slept and just choosing you to do that too? Because it wasn't happening to your siblings or your parents or, right? He just targeted you for some reason. Yeah,
so like my family, we have this thing where like, not this thing, but like I've talked to my mom a lot about it. And I personally believe that demons are kind of in a way a hand-me-down. Not a way that you go like, oh, I give you this demon or whatever, but
like people have guardian angels.
It goes through generations.
Okay.
My mom, we call it generational curses. Mm-hmm. So my family, we've had a lot of like, with at least the women, different kinds of like weird demonic things when it comes to like situations rather than actual demons. Mm-hmm. But like, I've also like what also helped the concept was actually listening to a few Blurry creatures and them talking about like their grandpa. Yeah. Like, they were like, I listened to like this exorcist who was talking about this grandpa and this demon connected, whatever. But like, I was like, it makes sense because like I personally believed it was like one that went through the family. Okay. And not that it latched on to me, but just my family. It was not haunt. It's so weird to say, like, because it sounds like, okay, now we're just getting weird, but like, latched on in a way, and everything like that. But yeah, like, I definitely know it was demonic. But do what kind of demon? I don't know.
But do you feel? I'm sure you believe that the Lord is always in control, right? Absolutely, so for any demonic activity to take place, He has to allow it, right? So like, what do you think maybe was the purpose of Him allowing that to happen?
I think it was like spiritual, like warfare, not just like, okay, spiritual. Yeah, we just talked about demon, but like there was a lot of problems, in my family, as in like just like my grandma's family, you know, like that, like family, like there's a lot of issues going on. So like that, I feel like personally left like a window open for like it's emotion. Yeah, I feel like it's a lot of what demons has to do something with emotion based. Mm-hmm. Watch YouTube, you watch this horror movie, get attached because you're scared. Yeah. You watch this, whatever, like inappropriate thing, emotion, attach. Yeah. Because I personally think a demon will always attack you for something that is something you have a difficult time with. Like.
I try to tempt you. Yes. In a sense.
So like the person addicted to like adult things. Mm-hmm. Is going to have something with temptation or difficulties with that. So attack the weak spot. Attack the weak spot.
It's not going to attack somebody by tempting someone with, like, say, alcohol, who's not an alcoholic. Yeah. But someone who is an alcoholic, because it says, the Bible says that the devil's, what's it say? His attacks are methodical. Mm-hmm. Right. So he's going to, if he sees somebody who's a struggling alcoholic, it's trying to quit. Yeah. He's going to be like, hey, I'm going to have your friends call you up and invite you to go out tonight. Mm-hmm. And there's going to be alcohol there. It's going to put that temptation in front of your face. Right. Mm-hmm. It's like he knows what like you said, your weak spot. I think that's a good way to say it.
Yeah. So that's like how I kind of like see it and whatever. Mm-hmm. Like, I know my weak spot, but I don't want to say it on this. Yeah. Because it's a lot of, like, the weak spot that I have get tempted literally almost every day with. Mm. And it's literally something that shows up almost in most random things, and it pisses me off. And I'm like, you just, like, because there's a thing with it that almost feels like a title giving thing. And I'm like, just stop. Leave me alone. Right. Whatever. Right. Like, I'm still, like, not demonically, like, actually when it comes to, like, there's a thing staring up for me from the hallway or whatever. Yeah. But, like, it's the small things and whatever. But, yeah. But, like, I don't have things like that anymore. But I don't want to jinx it. Yeah. But, yeah. So, yeah. That was probably, like, the last big one would probably be the man that was watching me sleep. That was the last big one that I was like, can't do the same.
So, do you think that these creatures, these demons, can harm you in any way physically? Or do you think it's strictly like a mental, kind of emotional attack?
I think personally, physically, yeah, they can. Okay. Even if you're saved.
But they never did to you, right? Like you never had any. It wasn't like one jumped on you while you were sleeping and was strangling you in your sleep or something.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I think in a way it did it in different ways. I won't say what, but yeah. Like I think they can. But without, like, I don't think that they can possess you. But I think they can definitely vex. That's the word, vex. They can definitely vex.
But you think they can actually touch you? Yes. Like you're saying that things, I know you don't want to mention, but just in general, you're saying you personally have had them touch you in some way physically?
Yes. Wow. In a way. Yeah.
That's gnarly.
Yeah. I haven't been injured, but in a way, yeah.
But that's scary to think that they can even have physical contact. Yeah. Because they're not physical beings. Mm-hmm. They're spirit. Yeah. That's crazy.
So yeah, that's my whole demonic experience in the spiritual realm.
Yeah. Have you real quick, this is just somewhat related. I thought of it because I know you read books, right?
Yeah.
Did you ever read the Anne Rice series about the Mayfair witches?
No, I haven't.
Do you know who Anne Rice is?
No.
So she wrote the Vampire Chronicle, like interview. They made a movie, Interview with the Vampire.
Oh, I've heard of
Brad Pitt, Tom Cruise. It was actually Kirsten Dunst's first movie was Interview with the Vampire.
Oh, okay.
But she wrote another series.
Yeah.
And the whole thing is about this family. The reason I like it is because it takes place in New Orleans in like what do they call the district? The Garden District
Ooh.
There's a district that's like old fashioned houses and stuff. And it's really neat. I'm kind of drawn to it. I think it's cool. I want to visit there someday. Yeah. But it takes place there and it's this family. The whole book series is a different book. Some are prequels, some are sequels, but it all surrounds this family that's basically has a demon that is attached to the family. So kind of like you were saying, goes down through generations. So even though this is the great granddaughter of somebody that this was hundreds of years ago, she's dealing with this presence in her family, and she's kind of unraveling her family history, and it's kind of crazy. Yeah, it's a neat story, but it is dark. It's very dark. Yeah,
that's kind of like how because like a lot of like my family is like decent now, like mentally, but like they've had a lot of like backstory. Yeah, that like obviously anything evil is evil, so it's gonna probably I forgot what the word is, but like attract evil and everything. So that's kind of like how I think and everything. But yeah.
Okay. Hear my cat snoring?
It's so cute. I'm so sorry.
No, that's good. That's good. Okay, we better cut there.
Yes.
I could probably ask some more questions about this stuff for days, but I think I covered it all. So, all right, cool. Yeah. Thank you.
Yes,
that was fun. That was a good time. Thank you again for listening to this episode. To reach out to me for any reason, please send me an email at whycan'twetalkaboutthat@proton.me. Thanks. Interesting. Okay.
I'm not a fan of cheese, so I won't.
What?
I'm not crazy for cheese.
Cheese is the greatest thing ever made.
I know. I like mozzarella or what's it? Queso fresco.
Okay. Yeah.
Queso fresco is my favorite cheese.
Yeah, or as I would call it, queso fresco.
That queso fresco.
Yeah, queso fresco.
Yeah, so I love queso fresco, and tortillas is so good. But yeah, so that's like probably I'd have literally super basic. I'm really a basic person when it comes to burgers. But yeah, so good. Yeah. But anyway, that's a side thing. Yeah. I can talk about food all day.